and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. What's going on, fam? What's going on, everybody? Shit, we got, who we got in the building, man? We got Schoolo X-Man in the building. Yeah, when y'all come in the door, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for the old boy, man. True. Y'all come in the door, make sure you hit the like button for the old boy. For real, though. Yeah, man, so, today, Wednesday. The fight is in 3 days. If you guys see me talking funny, I got this Invisalign in my mouth, so it's just hard to talk with it. Wow, this shit is so uncomfortable. But we gonna get through it. Yeah, the fight in 3 days. They had a little I looked at the little press conference they had yesterday. They're gonna do another press conference today. I got a whole lot of questions. We're gonna try to get to some answers. It's a whole lot I seen yesterday, boy. And I'm not gonna lie. Based on what I saw yesterday, I think I'm leaning more and more towards Canelo winning this fight. True. I'm just being honest with you, dog. It was one thing that stood out to me. It was two things that stood out to me. One thing was, I'll tell y'all what it was. Anyways, let's get ready to get into the show, because I got Rick Glazer coming on at 4 o'clock. Which is at the top of the hour, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be 9 o'clock UK time. That'll be 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and that'll be 1 o'clock West Coast time. So let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Hell, they even showing the Canelo versus Jermell Charlo fight on DAZN. If you live in the UK and you have a subscription to DAZN, you get a chance to see the Canelo versus Jermell Charlo fight. Now, this is the funny thing about it, right? Where am I going at with this? Ryan Garcia was fighting with Golden Boy and DAZN. So it made sense that Showtime was showing pay-per-view in America and DAZN was showing pay-per-view for Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight in the UK. Why? Because Ryan Garcia is a DAZN fighter. The funny thing about this is, the PBC showing this fight on DAZN for, to get the international market, and they get to watch it for free. Now, what I'm not sure about is, okay, wait a minute. I thought that, because a lot of these pro PBC guys, they come here and, they say, yeah, man, F the zone and, we Showtime for life. And they make it seem like PBC and Showtime is just one big company, and they're not. PBC is the PBC, Showtime is just a network that show different programs. That's it. So, I've been studying these guys a lot, and I'm like, man, okay. This shit ain't really making no, okay, they showing it on DAZN too, but I thought DAZN was a competing platform against Showtime, and I remember Booger Ray saying, "Don't nobody watch that? That's dead zone and this and that and yada yada yada." Now Booger Ray ain't really got nothing to do with this because he ain't promoting his fight, and none of that stuff there. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. There's a whole lot of narratives that was thrown out there for years. And now the chickens are coming home to roost, and the narratives ain't making no sense now. True. Shout out to Demetrius. Say it ain't so. Is Jermell Charlo being set up to lose after Canelo Critic embraces Canelo? They say, Coach, what do you mean by this? I'm asking a question. Some may say, Coach, is this clickbait or something of the sort? No, I can promise you this is not clickbait. Anybody who been watching me, you guys know I don't do clickbait. Anything I say, I show receipts. True. But am I asking a question? Yes, I am. I'm asking a question. And it's a legitimate question. And then I'm going to show the receipts. Let's go. Now, Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo had their press conference yesterday, for the upcoming fight in Las Vegas, although there's a lot of, that's pretty much a lot on the line for this here. Pretty much a lot on the line for this here right now. Although there is a lot on the line, well, really for Canelo, because if he loses belts. And there's a lot on the line for Jermell Charlo. If he wins, he makes history. And the guy yesterday did say that you'll be the second guy in the 4-belt era to become 2-time undisputed. I just don't like the way these guys be hosting these fights. These MCs, they don't have the energy in their voices. They don't sell it. It's not like, you get what I'm saying? It's not like wrestling. You know, they don't like, bro, it's one thing that I do that none of these guys get. They don't get the showmanship of entertainment. Boxing and sports entertainment, they don't get the showmanship of it. They don't, and, you know, they don't get it. To me, they don't get it. It is what it is. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Canelo, Jermell Charlo had their press conference, you guys know, guys. It still doesn't have the big fight feel for me, just being honest. Canelo had the Mariachi band at the presser, performing as usual. Canelo said that he loves putting on big fights for his people. Interesting. True, true, true. When I saw the Mariachi band, I said, oh, goddamn, they celebrating already. I remember, boy, listen, now they always had a band out there, I'm not gonna lie. I think they had the band out there for Bivol, but Bivol won. But for the most part, they had that Mariachi band out there. I'm like, oh, goddamn, dog. True, true. Oh, here we go, here we go. Here we go. But listen, you know, I know people think I'm superstitious. I'm really not, but I'm like, man, you know, right now, I saw the band. And guess what? They were smiling. They was dancing. This was just like, you know, this is business as usual. True, true, true. I say, man, come on, man. You know, maybe I'm looking too much into it. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, dog. But I don't like what I saw yesterday. Canelo said that he loves putting on big fights for his people. Canelo also said that he knows that he's going to win. He said, the guy asked me, he said, how do you see this fight going, Canelo? Are you going to knock him out or this or that? Or how do you see it? He said, well, you know, I really don't know how the fight is going to play out, but all I know is that I'm going to win. True, true. All right, hold on. So that's two. I said, okay. All right, I know what you guys saying. Well, every fighter say they're going to win, coach. That ain't. Coach, he said he's gonna win, so what? That ain't no red flag. It's not a red flag to you, but it was the way he said it, it's a red flag to me. Let's see. Mariachi band. Canelo said he don't know how he gonna win. He just know he gonna win. All right, that's two right there, okay. All right, that's two. So I know what you said, oh, coach, that ain't nothing. You reaching. I'm reaching, huh? Okay, I'm reaching. All right. Now Jermell Charlo said that he said that he's going to shake up the world and surprise everybody Saturday night when he beats Canelo. The electricity was different to me yesterday. I said, okay, boy. He said everybody say that Canelo the best fighter in the world, right? He said, well, you know, I feel I'm the best fighter in the world. And, you know, and Saturday we going to see this and that. And, you know, and that's what he was saying, right? He had a garbage bag in his hand and all that stuff, right? I said, okay, cool. All right, Charlo. All right, everything Gucci. You know, he said he's going to shake up the world Saturday night. And maybe he will. I don't know. Maybe he will. I don't know, right? However, the thing that made me look sideways is when Canelo left the stage after being questioned. And guess what? When Canelo left the stage, there was a crowd full of Mexicans. I'm not making this up. There was a crowd full of Mexicans right there. As soon as Canelo took one step off the stage, there was a crowd full of Mexicans and reporters. There was only one black man in the center of all those Mexicans. Guess who it was? True. It was the one and only Booger Ray Leonard. Now I know what y'all saying. Coach, so what? Booger Ray was right there. This is a PBC event. This is not a Mayweather Promotions event. You ain't promoting this fight. I could see if Tank was fighting every time Tank fight, even though you said you guys don't promote him anymore, but you still work with him. You had all the Tank fights. I'm trying to figure out why in the hell is Booger Ray right there in the middle? Like he's right there on the first step. Looked like he was having flashbacks when he was rubbing Floyd Mayweather's chest and nipples.
True, true, true.
Looked like he was salivating at the mouth. Like he was just so, oh my gosh, oh Canelo, I'm so happy that I'm here to meet you, Canelo. Oh, like the way he grabbed Canelo's hand and hugged him, it looked like it was his first time ever seeing his favorite celebrity or something of the sort. That's the way I took it. And I'm like, why is Booger Ray there shaking his head? Booger Ray co-signed everything Floyd Mayweather said. Canelo, he's a good fighter. He's a talented fighter, but, he hasn't really fought anybody. Caleb Plant's style is all wrong for him, all wrong. And, us guys at the PBC, I mean, we got all of the fighters. And, Floyd just said, Floyd was right. When Floyd said, Canelo, steroid. I mean, the facts are the facts. This guy, he's a cheater. He got popped with PEDs. And this is why Floyd is always pushed to make boxing a clean sport. Do you guys remember all of that?
True.
Oh, I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. So you can imagine my surprise to see Booger Ray cheesing, showing all 32 of his teeth. Showing all 32, he's showing all 32 cheesing. After for years co-signing all of this stuff. All right, cool. All right. As Booger Ray did it, as soon as Booger Ray saw Canelo, he immediately embraced him, gave him a hug, Looked like he wanted to give him some sugar on the cheek, too.
True.
I might be exaggerating a little bit about the sugar, but you get where I'm coming from. The reason why I was surprised is because Booger Ray, along with his boss, Floyd Money Mayweather, have always thrown shots and shade at Canelo's career. That's what surprised me. But now that Canelo was with the PBC, bygones have become bygones. No harm, no foul. Booger Ray was cheesing from ear to ear like he was eating a bag of Cheetos.
True.
And it looked like he didn't want to let go. I said, is he going to let Canelo go? You see all the Mexicans behind Canelo, in front of Canelo. Canelo got a whole bunch of Mexicans out there. You're the only black man out there. I'm just sitting in that little crowd. And I'm like, well, damn, I didn't see him like that at the Crawford Spence fight. Was he like that at the Crawford Spence fight? Oh, yeah, I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm like, damn, what? Like, what the fuck going on? Right? So, Booger Ray, let's write that down. We got the Mariachi band. Canelo said he don't know how he's going to win, but he knows he's going to win. And then we write down Booger Ray, cheesing ear to ear, shaking Canelo's hand. Now, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. But my GED education tell me that something just ain't right.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
That's all I'm saying. I'm finna put it all together. I'm finna tie it in a nice little bow for y'all. Before we get Rick Glazer on, right? Now, question I have is this. I say now that Canelo's with the PBC, bygones have become bygones. No harm, no foul. Booger Ray was cheesing from ear to ear, and he didn't want to let go. But then, after I smoked some good green, some of the stickiest of the icky, after I smoked some sticky icky.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
It dawned on me. I say, I be damned. The fix is in. This is a setup fight that add to Canelo's legacy. Booger Ray didn't even hug Jermell Charlo like that when he was on the stage. I didn't see Booger Ray waiting for Jermell Charlo. And if he did, and if he was waiting on him and grabbed him and hugged him, y'all, somebody please send me that video. But I didn't see Booger Ray sitting there waiting at the steps of the black man, Jermell Charlo, holding his hand like, yeah, man, goddamn, Jermell, boy, I love you, boy. I didn't see him doing that. I said, okay, I didn't see him hugging Jermell Charlo at that press conference. All right, it's okay. No hug for Charlo. There's something in the water. Something in the water, boy, don't smell right, boy. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can say what the hell you want to say about me. But, boy, let me tell you, I know what my eyes see. You get what I'm saying? I know what my eyes see. So the question I have is the fix already in? Is this another setup fight to add to Canelo's legacy? Booger Ray didn't even hug Jermell Charlo when Jermell Charlo walked off the stage, but he damn sure made sure that he hugged Canelo.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
And when he hugged him, he had all 32 teeth showing, all them pearly porcelain teeth he got in his mouth. Yes, all 32, right? Booger Ray is not a part of this promotion. He's not a part of the promotion for this fight. This isn't a Tank Davis fight where Booger Ray is there to show his support for Tank. This is Canelo. No love for Louisiana's very own Jermell Charlo, right? He showed no love for the Louisiana's very own Jermell Charlo. He claimed Houston now, but he's Louisiana, right? But much love for Canelo. I say, oh my God, my nigga. Oh, this boy, they got it scripted good, boy. My spidey senses are tingling for all the wrong reasons. And if I am Al Heyman, and when I think about Al, because Al is a businessman, I'm thinking about it around like, I ain't never met him, but he's my boss. I get paid on the back end from Al Heyman. These are the facts. I place all of my chips on the Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because Canelo is, if I'm Al Heyman, I place all of my chips on Canelo. Why? Because Al Heyman is more valuable than the entire PBC roster.
True.
How do I know that Canelo Alvarez is more valuable than the entire PBC roster? Name one fighter on the PBC outside of Canelo Alvarez that's getting $100 million contracts.
True.
Ain't a nigga on the PBC, Mexican, Ecuadorian, whatever, whoever black, it ain't a fighter on the PBC that's getting a $100 million contract from a network. Because it ain't coming from the PBC, it's coming from Showtime. But guess what fighter that's getting a $100 million contract? I'm talking about a fighter that's getting a $100 million contract that just signed to the PBC getting $100 million. The boy from Mexico.
True.
And I ain't talking about Isak. I ain't talking about Isak Chihuahua Cruz neither. We know you got to be the right Mexican to get the $100 million. You got to be the right. It can't just be any old Mexican now. It got to be the right Mexican. And Canelo is the right Mexican.
True.
As I said before, if I'm Al Heyman, I place all of my chips on Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because he's more valuable than your entire roster, the entire PBC roster. So there's no way that he's losing to a no-name, unpopular fighter by the name of Jermell Charlo. And you guys know Jermell, I rock with Jermell Charlo.
True.
But boy, I'm telling you, boy, listen, so these are 4 signs. We saw the Mariachi band. The Mariachi band was out there. That's one sign. What else we said? When they interviewed Canelo, they asked me, they said, well, Canelo, how you going to win this fight? He said, I don't know how I'm going to win. I take it how it comes. But all I know is I'm going to win this fight. He said, I'm going to win. That's what I do know. And guess what? He didn't blink when he said it. What else? We saw Booger Ray hugging and shaking Canelo's hand as soon as he left the stage. And then 4, we didn't see Booger Ray over there hugging Jermell Charlo.
True.
I didn't see him over there waiting that whole Jermell, man, hugging him up like he was hugging. I didn't see that. So it was as though, look, man, he already know who gonna win. I said, boy, this shit here sound like but this the old flim flam, boy. This is the old flim flam. That's what I'm saying. I don't care what nobody else say. I'm telling you my personal observation. That's what I'm saying. That's what I see. I say, man, boy, I don't seen this before, dog. This the Hulkster shaking wild at WrestleMania 24. He's shaking wild, and all of the crowd is screaming, and all the Hulkamaniacs out there going crazy, and the Hulkster is doing this, and he's doing that. He's pointing at the crowd, and he throw the wrestler to the ropes, and when he come up, hit him with the big boot, and then he bounce off the ring ropes, drop the big leg down his neck, 1, 2, 3 pin.
True.
I said, yeah, I saw this on WrestleMania 24 back in the day. Now, if this fight go the distance, and this is just my personal belief, I believe that Canelo will probably win by decision, even if the fight is close. Leonard also clarified in an interview, let's pivot a little bit, that Gervonta Tank Davis will not fight the rest of the year, and that fights with Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez, fighters like that, are really not big fights. Those fights will happen later on down the line, like maybe 4 or 5 years later on down the line. Leonard Ellerbe explained that fights like Shakur, Devin Haney, the Lopez's have to become megastars, fighters. They got to become like Tankers on another level. So he's saying that those guys have to get on Tank's level in order to get a fight with Tank. Now, the only problem I have with that is this. Esau Cruz got a fight with Tank. Was he on Tank level? Rolly Romero was Rolly Romero, doggone, what you say? He not a considered a mega star. He ain't nowhere near on the level that Booger Ray talking about. He got a fight. Hector Garcia, shit, don't nobody know who the hell Hector Garcia is. You know what I mean? I'm saying from a popularity standpoint, guess what? They ain't got no star power or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? They didn't have to become a mega star, but they got to fight with Tank. So you got Mario Barrios, Booger Ray Leonard. Booger Ray, like Booger Ray. Okay, so how did Mario Barrios get to fight Booger Ray? Well, you know, that's kind of different, you know, because I get it because you can pay Mario Barrios, Hector Garcia, Rolly Romero, and Esau Cruz $250,000.
True.
Oh no! See, the follow-up questions is what they don't ask, right? They let these niggas say anything out their mouth, and then they don't ask the right questions. Let's do a recap of the presser from yesterday, guys, as well as listen to what Booger Ray had to say about making the big fights. Rick Glazer will be on at 4 o'clock in about 35 minutes. You know, do you guys think that I'm looking too much into yesterday's press conference about Booger Ray hugging Canelo? This is the same Booger Ray Leonard that co-signed everything Canelo said, that Floyd Mayweather said about Canelo. He co-signed that Canelo was a drug cheat. He co-signed that, hey, man, you know, Canelo, he ain't really fight nobody, and this and that, and yada. Like everything Floyd Mayweather said, Booger Ray Leonard has co-signed everything. Now, only to turn around and sit back and see him, hey, Canelo, how you doing, buddy? Oh, my gosh, you know, I'm the only black guy around all these Mexicans, and, you know, all the Mexicans waiting on you, but I just want to be the first guy that grabbed Canelo's hand was Booger Ray Leonard.
True.
The nigga even hugged Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso was came down the steps before Eddie Reynoso's wife was right there, right? Eddie Reynoso's wife was right there. She was there to greet her husband. Booger Ray Leonard pushed Eddie Reynoso's wife out the way. Excuse me, ma'am, elbowed her and grabbed Eddie Reynoso.
True.
Hey, Eddie Reynoso, hey, school-o-ass man, Eddie Reynoso's wife was right there. Booger Ray came up, excuse me, and he get shot her with the elbow. Hey, Eddie, how you doing, buddy? Oh, my gosh, you know, I just can't believe it. I'm so happy. I said, why this nigga cheesing? Nigga showing off 32 teeth for what? You want Jermell Charlo over there? Why you ain't over there hugging Jermell Charlo? Why you ain't over there giving Jermell Charlo no sugar? Hey, Swab, you get what I'm saying? You over here hugging Canelo in the middle of Mexico. You the only nigga and surrounded by Mexicans. You over there in the middle of Mexico, but you got your brother on the other end. You won't give him no sugar.
True.
Nigga, hell crazy. What the hell is going on? I say, man, the fix is in, man. The fix is motherfucking in. The fix is in, dog.
True.
Boy, the fix is in.
True.
Boy, goddamn, boy, this shit right here. Hey, man, I'm about to fight anyway. You guys, but we all know what time it is, man. Anyway, let's give everybody else here a round of applause. Hey, Swab. Hey, Swab. You get what I'm saying, man? Okay, Swab, that's all I'm saying, dog. I'm saying, okay, so where the video at of him hugging and shaking Jermell Charlo hand and hugging and shaking Derrick James hand? So you can't hug doggone Jermell Charlo and hug Derrick James, but you over there hugging and kissing hugging and kissing on Canelo and hugging and kissing on Eddie Reynoso.
True.
Hey, hold on. Let's go ahead and get right into the show, boy. I ain't got time to be playing today, man. It is what it is, man. Before we get into the show, you know we got to say all praises due to all these pro PBC guys, but guess what? Don't none of them do what we do. I gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, because you guys do know that I am a pro PBC channel, wink, wink, and Al Heyman paid me on the back end, sources say, so we got to rep for our boss, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And if you sit, we got over 400, we got almost 500 people in here and less than 200 likes. If you sitting here watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
All right, before we get into the show, I gotta get this cash up out of the way, and I got a super chat. Shout out to Harvey.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said to fix his own at Showtime Boxing. Okay, all right. Anyway, let's get the super chat out of the way. We got a super chat. And we have 4 super chats. Okay. Shout out to Counterpunch Boxing News.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, Counterpunch. Hey, shout out to Kurt, man. Kurt from Salute Fail. He said, yes, this is strange to see Leonard Ellerbe acting like that. Man, look here, man. I ain't saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, but dog, bro, I got too many receipts, Counterpunch, the way he co-signed everything that Money Mayweather say. Like I said before, Canelo, steroid. I'm just trying to clean the sport. I want the sport to be clean. I'm just trying to clean the sport. Canelo, hell of a fighter. But he's a drug cheat. What do you got to say about that, Booger Ray? Yes, Floyd, yes, I agree. Floyd, Canelo is, he's a drug cheat. It is what it is. He's a great fighter. He's a hell of a fighter, like Floyd said. But, outside of that, it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. Didn't that guy get suspended for 6 months? I can't put him up there with Floyd, with the greats. And you saw what Floyd did. And, I don't want to leave any names out and all that stuff there. But, you saw what Floyd did to him when he fought him. And Floyd was an old man at the time. He was 36 going on 40. So all of y'all, you remember all of that? But now, guess what? He hugging the man. Shout out to Average Boxing Fan. He said Booger Ray's the definition of a D-Rider. Okay, all right. Shout out to Fotex. He said Coach on one with his conspiracy. Hey, man, all I'm saying, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I know what I saw. Shout out to Robert Hernandez dropping that $2 super chat. He said, Mel, I'm doing it for the animals. No, he said, I'm doing it for all the dogs out there and the animals. Yeah, he did say that. Shout out to Shad, 1419.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, I thought if you're the face of boxing, that any fight you have, regardless of the opponent, is a big fight. It's always the dance partner, fam. It's always the dance partner. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could be the face of boxing, but it comes a time to where you still got to have the right dance partner. It's not like you can be the face of boxing. See, what makes you the face of boxing is what you do in the ring, who you fight in the ring as well, right? So, and there's several examples of that. If you look at all of the fighters that Ali fought, he was fighting killer after killer after killer, some bad boys. Very few tomato cans, but he would just fight some bad boys. I'm saying in the 70s, that 70s Ali, right? And it is what it is. At the end of the day, I see what you're saying. You can put it all on Canelo. If you say he the face of boxing, it's supposed to be a big fight regardless. But it says a lot. It says a lot about the opponent he's fighting. The guy he's fighting, he ain't got no fan base. Jermell Charlo ain't got a fan base. So, You know, it was a couple of people from Houston that's gonna be there. You know, his family, his wife and kids, and mom and daddy, they gonna be there. Jamal gonna be there, and a couple of dudes from Houston gonna be there. But he ain't really got no fan base like that. There ain't nobody ride for him online. Ain't nobody threatening niggas about Jermell Charlo. And one thing about Errol Spence fans, I got threatened by Errol Spence fans. Death threats, right? Well, you know, for real though, right? Ain't nobody sending a nigga death threats over goddamn Jermell Charlo.
True.
It is what it is. Shout out to JXV dropping a $2 super chat. He say Leonard felt on Nelo's muscles and whispered in his ear. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, bro, like, you know, I'm looking for signs, and I think that was a big enough sign for me.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now, I want to show you guys this. Let's go over here, because I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. They say Coach capping. He making it up. Booger Ray Leonard wasn't hugging. You know, he wasn't hugging. Not Booger Ray. No. I want you guys to see this. There's nothing to play because we really can't hear. I really can't hear anything. Now, this is as soon as Canelo right here and Eddie Reynoso behind him coming off the stage. I want you guys to see this. Look at that. What's it? The first person. Now, look. You got all these Mexicans on the wall right here. All Mexicans. I don't know. This might be a brother right here. This might be one brother right here. This dude, he looked like a brother, but I don't know, right? And guess who right there? Booger Ray Leonard. Like before the man took one good step off the stage, and Booger Ray right there, looking like goddamn Santa Claus.
True.
Let's go. Look at that. Whispering in his ear. Look at that. And then Eddie Reynoso. Look at that. Man. Look, he's shaking somebody else. Another Mexican. He's shaking somebody else out. And then, look, he just sat there. Rapping in the moment. Oh, so this another one of Canelo trainers. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Booger Ray just sat there, watching Canelo sign autographs, looking around like he's a part of the security. Then he find somebody else to hug. Look at him. Oh, there go a brother, right? There go a brother walked up behind Booger Ray. Look at him. Man, come on, man. Why he want to hold Jermell Charlo like that? Look at this here, man. Y'all see this? Skinny and greeny, cheesy, showing off 32.
You ready for Saturday?
This here right there, look at that. Man, come on, man. Y'all see that shit? Hold on, let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more. I don't want nobody thinking I'm tripping. Let's do this one more time. Look at that. Grabbed him, hugged him. Hold him. Hold on. Let's do that one more again. Just one more. Look at that. Hugged him. That is supposed to be Canelo. Steroid. That's what that's supposed to be, right? Hugging Eddie Reynoso. All these Mexicans out here, man. You the only black dude out here. Look at that. Look at that second the other coach trainer hand. Smiling, showing y'all 32. Where's Jermell Charlo at? Why he ain't hugging Jermell Charlo? Look at that. Canelo signing autographs. Look at that signing autographs. Look at that. And he's just so happy. Look at this shit here, man. Well, that's a revolution for your ass, boy. What a revolution for your ass. Boy, this nigga here, boy. Cheesy showing out. Look at that. Oh my God. Hey, you would think he was at a Tank Davis fight. Hey, you would think he was at a Tank Davis fight. Like, what is he smiling for? You would think he was at a, oh yeah, you know, this is Tank, you know, Tank is, oh my gosh, you know, Tank is, he's fighting Mario Barrios, and Tank is, he just fought Ryan Garcia, we broke the bank. You thought, I thought Tank was, I said, why is he smiling like that? This must be a Tank fight. I had to do a double take, right? I said, now this got to be Tank. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember when doggone Booger Ray was co-signing everything Floyd said about doggone Canelo. And I remember Booger Ray saying mimicking all of these things. Remember when Caleb Plant was gonna fight doggone Canelo? On Fight Hype. No. Caleb Plant style is all wrong for Canelo. Again, Canelo, he's a great fighter, but I just think, Caleb Plant, his style is all wrong for him. For one, Caleb Plant can punch. He can punch. And for two, he knows the shoulder roll like Floyd. Like, that's the second black fighter that I've ever been a part of with the PBC that can do the shoulder roll just as good as Floyd Mayweather. It's Floyd Mayweather, that's the first black fighter, and the second black fighter is Caleb Plant.
True.
So, remember that? Y'all remember that? you get what I'm saying? Hey, you remember that? They got goddamn Big Nello. They got Big Nello. They got Big Canelo out there. Canelo out there, man, signing autographs. Canelo out there signing autographs. You got the Mariachi band out there. Canelo like, yeah, man, I got this shit in the bag. And say, I got it in the bag, Holmes. You know what I mean? Like he got it in the bag right now. Booger Ray out there, look like some would say he's kissing ass.
True.
Some would say that's what he is. I know Canelo ain't forgot about that shit. I remember this dude was talking a whole lot of shit about me, man. I remember that. I remember that with the Clinton Booterall. And I'm pretty sure he remember that. But it just so ironic to me to see that. To see Booger Ray, just to see Booger Ray right there. And then he said that. He said that. Do we have any videos? Are there any videos out there? Hopefully, Booger Ray, you see this show, and when you see Jermell Charlo, I want to see you up there when Jermell Charlo walk off stage. I want to just see you hugging, in front of the cameras. Hey, make sure Fight Hype is there. I just want to see you hugging Jermell Charlo and hugging Derrick James enthusiastically. And I want you to show all 32 teeth.
True.
I want you showing all 32 now, all 32. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Drew say, like I said before, he say Booger Ray is the best promoter ever, and Coach and Rick Glazer just hating on the PBC, and the PBC on the Zone and Showtime.
True.
Hey, listen, I'm not hating on PBC. I get paid. I get paid on the back end from the PBC. I am a pro PBC YouTube channel. These are the facts. Sources say.
True.
I'm the only content creator that thanks Al Heyman every day. I thank Al Heyman before the show starts, and I thank him when the show ends. What content creator on YouTube does that? Nobody. Shout out to Boston Dollars dropping that $2 super chat. He said dancing partner matters. Floyd versus Berto did 400K. Okay. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Adrian Broner told us Ellerbe, a.k.a. Booger Ray, was fake. He said play the Broner clip, Coach. Hey, man, all I'm saying, you guys know I rock with Booger Ray, man. Booger Ray is my favorite promoter in boxing today. There's not a promoter in boxing today that's a better promoter than Booger Ray.
True.
You know what I mean? He's the second greatest promoter of all time, next to behind Don King. Well, I say third. It's Don King. It's Bob M. And then it's Booger Ray.
True.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to win.
that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Man, shout out to DSP Jr.
Hey, okay.
for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I'm shocked, bro. He said Ellerbe out here cheating on Tank, throwing his panties at Canelo. Like, please, Nello, split my cheeks. Oh, man, bro, this is something else. Shout out to Ali Meadow dropping that $2 super chat. He said Booger Ray Cantina. Booger Ray Cantina hoping and Pinata swapping. You saying hopping. You trying to say hopping, yeah. You know what, man? I it just for me, dog, I say, okay, I'm taking notes. I'm watching this. I say, okay, Canelo said he don't know how he going to win. He just know he going to win. The Mariachi band is out there. Booger Ray was hugging and kissing on Canelo and Eddie Reynoso and the other trainer. And then he didn't show, we didn't see him over there hugging Jermell Charlo, hugging Derrick James. We didn't see none of that at all. Now, he might have hugged him, somewhere else, but how come that ain't on camera? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, this shit right here, dog, this might be the old flim flam, bro. I mean, I hope not. Because I want to believe, I know Jermell Charlo coming to get them belts. Jermell coming to get them belts, man, but I just, seeing a pro PBC guy like that, like my main man, Booger Ray Leonard, we all on the same team, but I just, I don't know, man. It's just something in the water don't smell.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Rob for dropping that $2 super chat. He said Booger Ray rubbing steroid cream on Canelo, coach. I mean, you know what? That's what they said Bernard Hopkins did, right? They said when Bernard Hopkins had on grab tank, he was rubbing some cream on him. We ain't heard nothing about that no more since. True. What do you guys think about this here, man? Am I reaching, dog? And do anybody think I'm reaching? Shout out to do anybody think I'm reaching, man? Shout out to Jose. He said, Coach Booger Ray hugging the money. He know Mel ain't the money. I'm just, anybody think I'm reaching, bro? Like, I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel I'm reaching. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is the same guy that was co-signing everything that Floyd Mayweather said about Canelo. And every time Canelo fought on the zone, he always threw shots at him. I mean, these are the facts. I got a million videos showing this here. And I get it. He's with the PBC. So everything, I get all of that, right? I get all of that. Okay, but why you out there? Why it was important for you to meet him? Like, I got to meet him right here in front of the stage. Coincidentally, in front of the cameras, too. All the cameras right there. All right, shout out to my sister Food Revolution. Shout out to Jessica. All the cameras right there. I gotta make sure everybody catch me, hugging Canelo and shaking his hand. You get what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, this is Canelo. And bro, he hugged him and then whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him, but whispered in his ear. And then he sat there, hugged Eddie Reynoso. Well, Eddie Reynoso did reach his hand out to Booger Ray. He did do that, but Booger Ray was just standing there looking at him. So he knew that Booger Ray wanted to embrace. So, Booger Ray hugged him and all that stuff there. Shoot the other guy hand. And then he just sat there. True. And it's like he was soaking it all in. It's like he was soaking it all in, like, this is it, guy. This is Canelo. It's a big fight. You know what I mean? And all that stuff there. It's a big fight. Canelo. Yada 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 yada. And I'm like, okay, why is Booger Ray? I'm like, why is Booger Ray like, And Floyd Mayweather wasn't there. You notice Floyd wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? But Floyd's right-hand man, Booger Ray Leonard, was there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm saying? So, hell, I didn't really see. Was there any fans really out there for Jermell Charlo? I know when they call Jermell Charlo name, people scream, but I didn't. Was there a lot of people from Houston there? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So, shout out to LRN. He's dropping a $2 super chat. He said, "Who you got, coach?" I'm leaning towards Canelo winning this fight. Shout out to Jesus Gardas of dropping a $2 super chat. He said that Canelo was too young against Floyd. I mean, it is what it is. Floyd beat Canelo 12 rounds. But my thing is, you know what, man? I'm not going against my gut. My gut telling me, man, I'm not going against my gut, dog. My gut telling me, man, Canelo gonna win this fight, and my gut telling me Canelo gonna win this fight. I'm not going against my gut. Fuck it. We're gonna do our predictions Friday. Friday we're doing predictions. We know that. Friday we're doing predictions. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm gonna tell you guys something else too. I don't know if you guys know this. Do you guys know that this fight is going to be on the Zone as well? Do you guys know that this fight is going to be on the Zone as well? Now, this is for you network guys who like networks, who pledge allegiance to certain networks and hate other networks. And I told you guys over here, we got 12 commandments. We don't pledge allegiance to networks. We just want to see the goddamn fights. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I ain't got no stock in none of that shit, and I don't get paid on it, so I don't set trip. I just want to see the damn fight. I don't give a fuck myself. But this fight is going to be on DAZN as well. And they get to watch it for free. If you have a subscription, if you have a DAZN subscription, you get to see Charlo and Canelo fight for free. If you have a DAZN subscription in the UK. DAZN UK, right? So, and I'm like, damn, well, that's a bummer because a lot of these pro Showtime guys have been defecating on DAZN for years. Booger Ray Leonard has been defecating on DAZN. All right, DAZN, oh, they lost all this money and they ain't doing this and doing that and yada, 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 yada. And don't nobody know watch that stuff and this and that, this and that. And we're over here at PBC. We're the place to be. Everybody know what time it is. Okay, but Booger Ray, now Floyd Mayweather fought on DAZN. Y'all remember Floyd Mayweather had that exhibition match on DAZN. And then now PBC got Canelo, who is no longer fighting with DAZN, and Jermell Charlo, who's never been on DAZN. They got their fight showing on DAZN. So if you hate DAZN and love Showtime, because a lot of these boxing fans, some crazy motherfuckers, you know, how do you feel about that? I feel like I need to be a psychologist and just sit down on my table and sit down on my chair. How do you feel about that? How do you feel? I hate doggone DAZN. I love Showtime because Showtime is down with the PBC. And we know Showtime and PBC, we like one big happy family. And this and that. I hate DAZN. You know, you do know that the fight, Jermell Charlo and Canelo fight, is going to be shown on DAZN for UK subscribers. DAZN UK. For real? Yeah, so the PBC made a deal with the same platform that you hate. And they're showing that fight over there. Why they doing that? I say, man, let me tell you something. There's a lot of stuff going down the pipe. True. It's a lot of stuff going down the pipe. That's why you don't pledge allegiance to networks. Oh, hold on, Coach. Am I making this up? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Coach, do you have any receipts on this? Yeah, I got some receipts. Yeah, I do. I got some receipts. Let's pull up Twitter right quick. Yeah, I got some receipts. I got some. Yeah, I got it. You can believe that. You can believe that. Yes, sir. I'm finna show you right now. I'm finna show you. Not I'm fixing to show you. I'm finna show you right now. Right? Y'all see this? Hold on. Let's go right here. Y'all see this? Y'all see this flyer? It says Canelo Promotions presents Premier Boxing Champions event, DAZN, Canelo versus Charlo, September the 30th, as he said, available as part of your subscription in UK and Ireland. Now, this is either a fake flyer, this is either fraud. Someone is doing that to try to, make the black man or make Showtime look bad. But no, it says Canelo Promotions presents, along in conjunction with Premier Boxing Champions. Last time I checked, that's the PBC, right? Hold on, I just want to throw that out there. You ain't gotta believe me. Look it up. True. You ain't gotta believe me. Look it up. Just look it up. Look it up. I thought the PBC didn't fuck with DAZN. They fuck with DAZN. That's a competing network with our partner Showtime. That's what I thought. I'm just saying. I didn't see Lions Only name on there neither. So I do know that Lions Only Promotions is a part of the American promotion. I do get that. But I just want to throw that out there. That's just for you guys who, again, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but I just want to throw that out there. Thought maybe y'all wanted to know that. Okay? And we got to get the lights up, man. We got over 600 people in here and less than what? Oh, Lord Hammer. We got over 600 people in here and less than 300 likes. This is unacceptable. Anybody? So it look like we got a couple of cream corns maybe watching this live today. Some old cream corn ass niggas watching it live. They don't want to hit the like button. I tell you what, we got something for you.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, some old cream corn. Boy, some cream corn at it. And as a matter of fact, we ain't gonna stop right there. The motherfuckers sitting here hate watching the show, don't want to hit the like button, we gonna send them goons. Gloria Day, send the set trip.
Gloria Day and the set trips.
These niggas don't play, these niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard, they be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
Swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
I just want to throw that out there, dog. I just want to throw that out there. You know what I mean? Because some of these niggas pledge allegiance to networks and promotional companies instead of pledging allegiance to the sport of boxing. And this is the problem. Niggas don't. That's the goddamn problem. Instead of pledging allegiance to boxing, you pledge allegiance to promotional companies. You pledge allegiance to networks. Why? I have no idea. Pledge allegiance to getting a goddamn job, nigga. True. That's all I'm saying. Do that. Let's say a special prayer for these sapsuckers, man.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand now, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to School of X, man, Knockdown 305. Shout out to La Jessica, my sister Food Revolution. Lisa Bell's in the building. John B. Poetic. Carl, what's going on, fam? Who all here, man? Let me look over to my left. Shout out to School of X, man. Salute the man. Shout out to Dunk Flush. What's going on, bro? Knockdown 305, Dade County's Fighters. Brady 12. Allen Maddox, salute, fam. Salute to you, bro. Let me see. I think I got another super chat. Shout out to Allen Maddox dropping that $2 super chat. He said Booger Ray as moist as Duck Nello or over Duck Nello. I'm just saying, bro, like, when I saw that, I said, why does he have such a gleeful look in his eyes? So happy. Grabbed him, hugged him, whispered in his ear. And I'm like, I wonder what he said to him. Cause you, as a matter of fact, you were just sneak dissing the man not too long ago. Yeah, well, just be honest, Canelo, he fought those other guys, the Billy Joe Son, or whatever their names is, stuff like that. He fought Dimitri Bivol, but he's not an elite fighter. He's a good fighter, but he's not an elite fighter. Now, Jermell Charlo is, you were sneak dissing the man on resume, just saying, the guys he been fighting over there at the Zone, that other he didn't even say the Zone, he said that other platform, I don't even want to mention their name. Now, that same other platform, it says Canelo Promotions, and in conjunction with PBC, Premier Boxing Champions Presents, they have their fight showing for UK and Ireland subscribers on the Zone. That same platform that you didn't want to mention. True. That same platform that you did not want to mention. Ain't that something? That's something else. And they asked him a question about the rumors that Showtime is going to be leaving boxing. And Booger Ray said, and he said, ask Stephen Espinosa about that. Again, I don't know if they're leaving boxing or not. I don't know. Maybe they'll go the way of HBO, or maybe they'll just be hosting whatever. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't have any inside information on that, to be fair with you guys. So I just want to throw that out there. But it's very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I want to see how this goes. I have a feeling that there are going to be a lot more fighters that's with the PBC. You may see them having fights on the Zone. Non-pay-per-view fights. I wouldn't be surprised if that's coming down the pipe. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But without further delay, we have a main man, the most hated, despised, rejected, Some say that he is the player hater of the year. The PBC and Al Heyman's #1 hater, Mr. Rick Glazer. Let's give him a round of applause. So then, Rick, what's happening, man?
Was a hell of a description you gave me to start off the show. That was a real eye opener, no question about that.
Hey, Rick, you know that what the people, you know that what the people say about you, and you know they hate me with the passion, so it doesn't matter, you know. But we know I love the haters. I love the haters. Rick, man, a whole lot of we got this fight coming up with Canelo and Jermell Charlo. Is this too much of a reach for me to say that this fight, it just feels like another fight? It doesn't feel, the electricity is not there like it was for.
There is no buzz. I've talked to people out on the ground out there. There's some people from Buffalo out there, nothing to do with boxing, some kind of real estate seminar, that they're commercial real estate seminar they're attending. And they didn't even know there was a fight in town. They had no idea there was any fight at all. And one guy's a fight fan. I mean, is he a fight fan? He buys pay-per-view, but he never even realized there was a big fight this weekend.
What say you about Jermell Charlo? Do you think it has a lot to do with the dance partner in this?
I think it has something to do. At least the other guy, Plant, was fighting regularly and was a true super middleweight and was a champion. It was for, it was for undisputed and everything else. And this is, this was for undisputed, but Jermell doesn't bring anything to the table. He doesn't bring viewers. He doesn't bring any eyeballs. He doesn't bring anything. There's nothing there, nothing home.
Yeah. And you know what? I was talking about this yesterday on the show. And I say, man, Jermell Charlo, he's one of my favorite fighters, but he doesn't really have a fan base. There's no one writing for him online. There's no one, they don't get into arguments about him. They don't, fight about him. They're not threatening people about him, sending gun emojis online. It's like, okay, he fights Jermell Charlo lines only. Is that a reflection also of why it seems like the betting odds are still so high in Canelo's favor to win this fight?
I think there's a lot of factors involved. He's moving up, not 8 weight classes. He's moving up 2 full weight classes, 14 pounds. That's a lot to overcome. If you listen to some people, it's a cherry pick by Canelo. If you listen to other people, they think he's got a real shot. I think that Canelo wins, but I think it's a much better fight than people think it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an excellent fight. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm very, very, I'm excited about this fight. Jermell Charlo coming to fight. He's coming to do his thing, and I know that. I think it's going to be an excellent fight. I just think what it is, there wasn't a demand for this fight. The Canelo going to be Canelo.
Right.
He gonna bring
this came out of nowhere. Everybody thought it was the other brother moving up from 60 to 68, even though he'd been inactive. He said, okay, fine. But now this guy moves up a bunch of weight classes, and I don't know. There's just not a lot of. There was more excitement when it first was announced than there way more than it is now.
I don't know if you saw the fight hype when Canelo. They had the interview. They had the press conference yesterday, right? Canelo was on stage, and Jermell Charlo was on stage first, and then he said what he had to say. A couple people clapped and stuff like that. And then when Canelo came on stage, they had the Mariachi band playing. The guy asked Canelo questions. He said, "Hey man, how do you feel about this fight? How do you win this fight?" Canelo said something of the sort, "Well, I really don't know how it's gonna go down, but I know I'm gonna win, right?" So they got the Mariachi band for playing. Canelo saying he's gonna win. He's supposed to say that. But the thing that got me was when Canelo walked off the stage after the interview. Do you know the first person that grabbed his hand and hugged him and shook his hand?
Leonard Ellerbe.
Leonard Ellerbe. Booger Ray Leonard. My dog Booger Ray. I messed up about Booger Ray. That's one of my favorite promoters of all time. Booger Ray, and I'm gonna tell you why I was shocked to see that. One is one, he's not promoting the fight. That's one. 2, that wasn't Tank Davis. That's 2. 3, Booger Ray Leonard has co-signed everything that Floyd Money Mayweather, his boss, has said about Canelo. Canelo, steroid. He always threw shots at Canelo when he was with the Zone. Oh, he's fighting those Euro bums, those guys over there. They're not really, he's earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight, this and that. He's always had slick, slight remarks about Canelo. Even I think last week when he spoke about Dimitri Bivol, he wasn't no elite fighter, but now Canelo's over here with us, and he didn't want to mention the Zone and all that stuff there, and now to see him like right there hugging Canelo, shaking his hand,
He is a Heyman. See, that's an example of a Heyman Johnson jumper. As soon as you go on the Heyman side of the street, these guys are jumping on Johnsons. You see what I'm saying? That's what a Heyman Johnson jumper is. You saw it in action. So if the guys with Heyman now, they're jumping on this guy's Johnson. Whether they're jumping on Heyman's Johnson and this guy's Johnson simultaneously. Okay, and he's screaming. He wants both in their ass at the same. Both are in their ass in his ass at the same time. One in his ass and one in his mouth. That's what it amounts to. You see that? That's what a Heyman Johnson jumper is. People want to know what it is. Well, that's Leonard Ellerbe.
Damn. Okay, so all right. So is it safe to say? Is it safe to say that Canelo? Leonard Ellerbe have let bygones be bygones. Hey, all of the things he said about Canelo in the past. We just
whatever Heyman and Floyd tell him to do, he's going to do. You saw that. That's what it's. Listen, let me explain. The LDBCers, we know what they are. The Heymanites, we know what they are. He's a Heyman Johnson jumper.
So I wonder how the people feel who love Floyd Mayweather, but to see the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, and how do people feel who may hate Canelo, and they have a right to hate Canelo. If you hate Canelo, so be it. But who may hate Canelo, like how do they feel to see their guy?
You do realize that Leonard's biggest purchase every month besides clothes, his second biggest purchase is Vaseline. Now you see why.
Hey, you ain't gonna be hating on my dog Booger Ray, man. Booger, that's my dog now. That's my dog right now. You can't be talking bad about Booger Ray now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Check this out. I'm seeing online, I saw a flyer that PBC, it says Canelo Promotions presents, along with Premier Boxing Champions, that this fight would be shown on the Zone for UK subscribers and Ireland subscribers for free. Now I'm kind of confused. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was under the impression from the pro PBC guys that PBC don't deal with the Zone. They call the Zone Dead Zone, and we have a partnership with Showtime, and we rep for Showtime. That's what I've always learned. Why is now one of the PBC fighters, well, two of them now, have this fight showing on the Zone?
That's the way the business works. People talk out of both sides of their mouth. They're saying this, that, and then you see Heyman utilizing the Zone over in Europe for these fights, because you can't put them on pay-per-view over there. So now they're going to the Zone and saying, hey, you want to buy these fights for Europe and around the world, not only there, but around the world and a lot of territories, because the Zone is worldwide. So they're not showing it in North America, but they're showing around the rest of the world. And the Zone owns the rights to it. So that's how that works.
Yeah, but so what happened? Do you think Al Heyman reached out to those guys, or how would something like that work?
It probably went through Eddie Hearn, I would say, because it was probably used up one of his dates that he had. Probably, I would say.
Your phone going in and out.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not doing anything differently. It's probably something that Eddie Hearn, one of his dates. You know what I mean? It's probably one of his dates they used up.
All right, it might be my computer, Rick. Hold on. Is that me, guys? Can you guys still hear me? Rick fell off. Hold on, let me see something. Let's see if you guys can still hear me. Okay, you guys can still hear me? Okay, cool. All right, that was Rick Glazer then. As a matter of fact, let me test my speed, my internet speed. Let me test my internet speed. I have a lot of windows on. Let me close some of these windows. I have a lot of windows on. Let me close all these windows. I have too many windows up. I have a lot of windows open, guys. Let me close some of these windows. Let's see what's up, man. Hold on. All right, my internet speed is pretty good. It's very, very fast. My MPBs is 249, and my on the download and my upload is 234.4. So yeah, my internet is pretty good. Internet is pretty good. Wow. I'm waiting on Rick to click back on. You know what I need? I probably just need to call him. Shout out to $1 Dreams. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Dang, Rick got an Obama phone.
Received.
Playtime's over, boy.
$1 Dreams he said, I want the PBC to join the zone. PBC fighters will fight a lot more because the zone has unlimited dates only. You know what I mean? He said other thing, I would love it if the zone and PBC had its own venue, stadium in the U.S., business over feelings. You know what? I think a lot of these guys need to come together and merge. You see what's going on with the UFC and WWE? I mean, I think that'd be good. And $1 Dreams, you hit the nail right on the head. Because now we can get a lot more fights. Instead of people like the Thurmans and the Jermell Charlos or whatever fighting once every 16 months and stuff like that, you'll be able to get access to more fighters and have more fight dates. Well, really, it's the fight dates. It's the reason why we don't really see a lot of these fighters fight as much as they probably would like to on PBC, because when you got 300-something fighters and you only have one network that you're dealing with now, Showtime, because Fox kind of left you alone. Now, how you going to get all these 300 fighters? How you going to get fight dates for them? So you got a lot of fighters, but you can't get the fight dates. And you have competing partners. And so, you get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Not only are you competing with other boxing promotional companies, but you're competing with UFC. How do I know? Because UFC took the Cinco de Mayo date. The Mexicans Independence Day. They had a UFC fight on Mexicans Independence Day. I saw an interview with what's my main name over at UFC, Dana White, and he said we're going to continue to do fights on Mexican Independence Day. We're taking that date. So they couldn't have the Canelo fight on Mexican Independence Day because of that. So that's why they moved it to the end of September. Shout out to $1 Dreams. Oh yeah, I already read that. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute, fam. What did he say? He said boxing commandments. He said we don't Johnson ride fighters, networks, and promotion and advisors. Yeah, that's definitely there. That's definitely there. Shout out to DHP. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said put some respect on Ellerbe.
Put some respect on my name.
He said all he wanted to do was lollipop Canelo. Okay. Shout out to Ellie Maddox, dropping that $2 super chat. He said, let us know how you feel, Rick. He said, quick holding back. Hey, bro, that shit right there. Boy. Hey, that shit caught me off guard, bro. Hey, I didn't know he was going to say that. That shit caught me off guard.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shit, the hate, let me go ahead and drop the phone lines in. The hate is real. Shit, doggone Leonard Ellerbe, the hate is real. Hey, one thing about Rick Glazer, boy, Rick Glazer is a certified PBC. He said the Heyman Johnson jumper. That's what a Johnson jumper is. He soon when Canelo was with his own, he talked all kind of trash about him, and then as soon as he came to PBC, he jumped on his Johnson. True. Bro. That's some real hate, man. Hey, let me go Hey, we gotta get the lights up. We need we need 65 likes. Hey, we need we need 65 more likes. We need 65 more likes. Hey, bro. Hey, MIP say every promotion Canelo goes to does the same shit. Hey, that is true now. True. Hey, Eddie Harris say, listen, I don't work, Canelo doesn't work for me. I work for Canelo. I ain't the promoter. I don't own Canelo. It's whatever Canelo wants. Like Eddie Hearn fell in line, but he said that for Anthony Joshua too, though. He said that for Anthony Joshua. He said, the fighters don't work for me. I work for them. He's always said that. He said that about Devin Haney. Devin Haney don't work for me. I work for Devin Haney. He's been consistent at that. I think a lot of fighters don't realize that. Look, these guys supposed to work for you. You don't work for them. You get what I'm saying? You know, unless you're over there with top rate. They say Bob Aaron run a tight ship over there. But one thing about Bob gonna make sure you get fight dates. He gonna make sure you get fight date. Look, you say you're a killer. Okay, you're gonna have to fight this guy. Bob gonna put you in there. Whoever the top guy is, that's who you going in there with. True. They ain't doing no doggone witness protection over there. Like, nah, you gotta go over there and fight him, kid. You got to fight him. That is what it is. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, wow, I can't believe it. Let me drop these phone lines, man. We need as a matter of fact, man, we need 55 more likes. If you sitting there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get them. I want to drop these phone lines.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
All right, we got Rick Glazer Black, man. I'm back. Sorry about that. Everybody. Rick, what happened?
No, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, you were dead, and I kept trying to click on, it wouldn't go, and I finally went on about the 40th time.
Oh, okay.
So here I am.
All right, so Rick, we have the zone. So do you think that we would see more fights with PBC, maybe doing something with the zone?
No.
In the future?
No, I don't think so. Al Heyman's persona non grata with the TV networks and the streaming companies, and he's lost every single television network he's had. I mean, he's went through. Look at the list going back all these years, and it's this company here, Showtime. It was Spike TV. It was I'm trying to think, NBC Sportsnet. He did shows on CBS. He did shows on ESPN. He lost that deal to Aram. He bounced TV, Fox and Fox Sportsnet. He lost, so he loses everyone because he doesn't put out a good product, and he overprices the events to the networks. And when they do that, they can't make any money, and they just move on. So he's ruined every relationship, and his reputation is mud amongst TV executives now.
So Showtime, explain to me what's going on with Showtime, because you put a tweet out there saying that Showtime is going to be finished with boxing after 2023. There's a lot of people that feel that, hey man, this is just Rick Glazer hating again. We've been hearing these rumors about Showtime, going out of business, and it hasn't happened yet.
Here's what's going on.
From?
Here's what's going on. They are leaving. There's to be no more championship boxing on Saturday nights, and there'll be no more showbox dates on Friday nights on Showtime. It's done. Okay. They may stay in as a pay-per-view distributor for the year 2024. They may stay in. They're not sure yet. And that's going to depend on the pay-per-view numbers of the pay-per-view events they have coming up here in September, November, December. If they do well, then they'll go on for at least a year. And for 2024, If they don't feel like those numbers are good, if they don't feel those numbers are good, they're going to just get away from boxing altogether. But they're going out of business in the sense that they're not going to be in the boxing business. They may be a distributor for pay-per-view only. That's to be determined yet.
How do you know this information, Rick?
From the same guy I get the pay-per-view numbers from. My friend in L.A. that's a TV entertainment attorney.
All right. So, is there a reason why this information hasn't been made public yet?
It's out there. There's articles all over the place now on it. Showtime hasn't put out an official release, but everybody's writing about it now. I put it out. Now everybody started looking into it, and everybody's putting out there. The only reason why ESPN hasn't really reported on it is because it's a competing network. They don't want to get in mudslinging with a competing network. But other than that, it's out there. People are writing about it now.
Yeah, I've heard Paul Malignaggi talk about it. I heard Eddie Hearn. I heard Dana White. Now the reason why I said, well, I got to try to disregard, because this is what it is, right? You have people who are pro Showtime fans, and they are pro Showtime fans, right? So anything that's coming from a competing network that they are pro of, they have a tendency to try to disregard it. So they may say, oh, but Eddie Hearn said that, we don't believe that's true. Oh, but Dana White said that, we don't believe that's true. So that's why I'm trying to say, okay, who else, has anything been officially released from Showtime stating this?
No. Why would they officially release something negative? When HBO went out of business, they didn't officially release it.
That's true.
They were interviewed by people. Executives were interviewed by people, and they admitted it. They're going out of the boxing business, but they didn't officially announce it. Nobody knows. You think people want to announce their demise?
No, no. Rick, you 1,000% correct, but I had to ask you that question because that's what people online are going to say. Well, how come they didn't announce it? This and that, yada yada yada. I did see that Booger Ray Leonard was asked a question about at yesterday's press conference. Is Showtime going out of business? Leonard Ellerbe said, "Oh well, I don't know. You have to get in. You have to talk to Steven. That's a question for Steven Espinosa." That's what Booger Ray said. He said, "Listen,
he didn't deny. He once told the truth. He didn't deny it. Normally, just denies it. Now he's basically non-committal.
Yeah. He didn't deny it at all.
His public relations is improving. His public relations is improving."
Yeah, he didn't deny it at all. He just said, "Hey, man, I don't know. Just you have to ask Steven. That's a question for Steven Espinosa. He would know more about that." That's what he said. That's what he said. I actually have the video right here. Shout out to Ali Meadows dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, "Me and Coach Eddie have been preaching the mountaintops. Ginger Duck. Oh, you talking about Canelo? Ginger Duck. He ain't fight game ducking. All right. Rick. So wow, this is amazing. So, if Showtime doesn't discontinue Showbox, and they only will be willing to put fights on that are pay-per-view, like probably big mega fights.
They're not just continuing Showbox. They're discontinuing. That's Friday night. They're discontinuing Championship Boxing and Saturday night. If they stay in the boxing business, it'll be only as a pay-per-view distributor. If they do.
Okay, so what about the fighters that's signed to certain promotional company? Let's say the PBC. And they want to give fight dates on certain networks. What happened? What do they do?
I don't know what they're going to do. Heyman's going to have way too many fighters. I think he cuts down to a boutique organization of maybe 25 or 30 fighters and releases everybody. They'll only have 6 to 8 dates a year. They're not going to do pay-per-view more than 8 times. 6 times probably every other month. Maybe they do eight for the year.
So wow, man. So is this why fighters like Deontay Wilder, he's trying to make the fight with Anthony Joshua? They're trying to do something in the Middle East.
No.
What is it?
No, this has been planned for. They've been trying to get that fight together for a while.
Yeah. All right,
so no, the answer is no.
All right, so. My thing is I'm still worried about, okay, what about the other fighters over there at the PBC? Like, if they don't have, if Showtime are only going to be exclusively, as it relates to boxing, doing pay-per-view fights, then the majority of that roster are not pay-per-view fighters. I mean, Tank Davis fight on pay-per-view. You know, I think he's profitable on pay-per-view. I don't know. Errol Spence, maybe. See Spence. And then outside of those two, who else are pay-per-view fighters?
Well, they've got more side pieces than anything else. They got that Ramos kid that he's an undefeated welterweight, 140. No, junior middleweight.
Yeah.
He could be an undercard fighter, on the pay-per-view. That they don't have a lot of pay-per-view stars, so they got some real problems there. And don't forget one thing. Tank hasn't proved to be a pay-per-view star only but against Ryan Garcia. Remember, he drew 61,000 buys in January, and then 5 months later they had the big fight, and he did draw 1.2 million something. Yeah, okay, fine, but he had Ryan Garcia, who's got 11 million Instagram followers. So, guess what? He hasn't proved to be that pay-per-view star yet. So without Ryan Garcia, so we'll see.
So this is something else because Crawford Spence is coming after this fight in December. What in the hell is going to happen to that?
Well, that'll be the end. It'll be this fight here. It'll be Benavides versus Dudu Andrade. That fight there, and I guess probably one other pay-per-view. I don't know what it would be, but basically probably 4 pay-per-views in 4 months, I would say. Maybe 3,
So how does it work? So, okay, if a network, let's say we're only going to do pay-per-view fights. Showtime next year, they're only doing pay-per-view fights. Do you have to be very selective about which fights you want to make pay-per-view so it can be profitable?
Of course, absolutely, and you got to keep the prices down. So that's something that Heyman failed to do. So we'll see.
So you're not going to even worry about someone like a Benavidez say I want to fight pay-per-view. Shit, I mean the pay-per-view is good if somebody's willing to buy it, but if no one's willing to buy the product, then what?
They got real problems. Don't forget, Showtime's got to say yes to this, to doing the pay-per-view. They haven't done it. We'll see what the numbers are coming up here.
Yeah. If you used to do a guesstimation, well, you probably don't know, but if you used to do a guesstimation, dude, what's your guesstimation you think this fight will do pay-per-view?
I thought originally do 750, but as dead as it is, low 600s.
Low 600, and probably 95% of that gonna be Canelo, more than likely.
Right. Right. Of course.
No, probably. I'm talking about 95%. I'm probably 98%.
Well, put it this way to you. When the two Charlos did their double header on pay-per-view in September of 2020 for the Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut, on Showtime pay-per-view, they only drew 77,000 buys in a double header. So that tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, the Charlos ain't a draw at all. And this is what I was saying. I was saying that the Charlos don't have a fan base.
No.
They have fans in Houston. I give them that. Houston loves the Charlos. And they get clicks and views when they out doing crazy stuff on YouTube and stuff like that from certain members, YouTube channels who have access to to the PBC fighters and stuff like that. Like Ellie. But I don't. For me, and I'm a fan of Jermell Charlo. For me, I don't. It's like he don't have a fan base. He's a good fighter, but I remember when he fought Brian Castano, he fought him twice. No one really knew who Brian Castano was from outside of the boxing circles, the hardcore boxing fans. But he fought this guy for undisputed twice. When he fought him in Carson, California, I think that was Carson, California, at a sportsplex. It was like, I'm hearing that the venue only held like 9,000 people. They was giving away comp tickets left and right. They helped try to pack it out or whatever. It wasn't even huge.
Right. He's not a draw. He's not an attraction. He's a B-side.
Yeah. So,
masquerading as an A-side most of the time.
Do you feel? Yeah, he does masquerade as an A-side. I don't know why. Because certain fighters, like you hear certain fan bases, they'll say, okay, this guy ain't no draw. He not no attraction. But I'm like, okay, if you feel that way about this guy, who has proven to have numbers and stuff like that. Well, what the hell you feel about Jermell Charlo?
He's just not an attractive.
He can't draw flies.
Right. You can't fly flies through a dump. Let's go back to the Heyman Johnson jumping. You like that one?
Oh yeah, that shit hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hilarious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit hilarious. Doggone. I'm just anxious to see how this all plays out. So, well, oh damn, like the fighters. So if they're not able to get dates, the only way if a fighter makes money, they gotta have fight dates. If they don't have fight dates, they can't fight, they can't make money, take care of their families and stuff like that. We spoke about this earlier this year. I said, you know what? I said if I was Al Heyman, you got 300 fighters over there with the PBC. Man, listen, cut all of those fighters. Keep your solid 25 fighters. You're gonna keep.
I said it, didn't I? I said it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. But I'm saying we spoke about this. I'm reiterating the conversation that we had a while before when you was on the show before. We spoke about this before. Just cut all of those other guys because it's just too many fighters. If you can't get fight dates, they got to sit around. Keith Thurman still ain't had a fight yet, but I'm hearing Keith Thurman turned down the not Mario Barrios fight, but Ugas fight because Keith Thurman keeps saying he want a bunch of money.
Yeah, he prices himself out of everything. That's why he's sitting there like a jerk off. If he thinks they're underpaying him now, wait till he sees the offers after Showtime doesn't finance the shows anymore. Yeah. That'll be funny, huh?
Yeah, because Keith Thurman he keep turning down fights, and I'm like he must got a boatload of money for him to be able to turn fights down, and he's kind of like Keith Thurman is kind of like an afterthought, like dude, like what fans don't even know who you are anymore. Like the whatever new fans that came since you've been out of boxing, they don't even know who you are anymore. So with fighters like Thurman have to, if they want to fight the Thurman and Danny Garcia's whatever, they got to come down to reality.
Yeah, the way Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, they're just out of touch. That's why they're sitting there like jerk-offs. That's why they're not fighting, because every time they get, it's not enough. Now they're going to see what they're really worth, and when there's no guarantees anymore with Heyman, and they'll get offered pennies on a dollar compared to what they're getting offered now. So it's the way it works. It's called free enterprise, and they're exercising their right to free enterprise, and it's going to backfire on them.
All right, Rick, I'm gonna set up some calls, man. I know people want to ask you some questions. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? What's up, Rick? It's Canelo.
How you doing?
It's D Block, D Town, DC.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's you.
D Block, go ahead, man. What question you got for Rick?
Oh man, I got a great question, Rick, and I want to know it from you because you are the expert. I have nothing but respect for you. I got nothing but respect for Coach, and I got nothing but respect for the show. And I want the audience to hear this right now.
Well, you were doing good when you said you said me, but then you added us as a trio. Okay, I'm kidding you. Keep going.
Yeah. A three-peat. I'm gonna call it a three-peat. I'm gonna tell you something right now, Rick. And if you can answer it directly to all the audience, is Tank Davis a pay-per-view star?
No. Nope.
Is Tank? Second question. I'm sorry, Rick. Do you think Tank will be in boxing in the next 2 years?
Tank? Is that you talking about Tank? Yeah.
Boxing?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's where me and you tend to disagree, Rick. I'll be honest with you, because I am the beloved of Baltimore. I hate Baltimore, and I hate their son, their glorious son, which is Tank Davis. I think the guy's going to go to jail in a couple of years. He's going to end up doing the same that he's always done.
You're talking about. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, you're talking about outside forces. I was talking about the boxing itself. Yeah, I don't know. I know he runs wild on the streets, so you might have a better grip of that than I do. But as far as boxing goes, he'll be fighting. But as far as outside, like getting incarcerated, that's a different issue. I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know him well enough to know how wild he is. I don't know if he's beloved by politicians over there. They'll go to a judge and say, "Hey, this is one of our own. He's world famous." Give this kid a break. I don't know the lay of the land that well over there to give an opinion.
We got other calls calling in. Because go ahead, D Block, get your last question out of the way.
I got one more thing, Rick, and I'll tell you the truth. He loves going to jail. He loves being paraded in there. I'm gonna tell you that, Rick. He likes to be with his rubber duckies, dancing around, prancing around, being in the jacuzzi in jail. He likes everybody there. He likes to be in there. I just want to let you know, Rick. Now you know the inside news. T. Davis likes to be in jail.
All right.
D-Town.
Okay.
D-Block,
I thought you had a question.
He was giving us statements.
Yeah, D-Block, I thought you had a question. You call here, hate no take. God damn, D-Block. I thought you had a question.
Listen, if D-Block, if we're gonna hate on take, we don't need any help.
Carter, what's your name?
Fire away.
From?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, what's up, Coach? How you doing, Rick?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah. So my question for you, Rick, is have the split between Richard Schaefer and Oscar De La Hoya not went down, and basically the entire Golden Boy roster minus Canelo not gone over to PBC. Do you think the fighters today would be in a better situation had Golden Boy stayed together the way they were, or do you think pretty much happened?
I believe as United, I think that Al Heyman would have been better off. I think the fighters would have been better off, and I think Golden Boy would have done well for those fighters. So yeah, I think yes, definitely. But Golden Boy has definitely rebounded. They got some huge attractions, including Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, William Zepeda's coming into his own now. They got Nestor Rocha can pack a building. They got some real good attractions there, and they're building them more up now. So, they're still strong. They're getting stronger again. And as far as PBC, you see what's going on here. The fighters can't get fights. They don't fight. They're world champions fight every 14 months in 1 week. It's just terrible over there. So, yes, I think they would have been much better off as one big company. Correct.
Okay, thank you very much, Rick.
All right, shout out to Martin, man. Old Town, stand up. Hey, Rick, you know what I was thinking? I said, what I was thinking, what I was hoping, and one of the subscribers who sent the super chat said this, if we can get a lot of these different promotional companies and boxing outfits to work together, we can get a lot more fights as well. Be willing to cross-promote. If PBC was willing to work with Matchroom, and Matchroom willing to work with Top Rank, which they do business, we do know that. But you get what I'm saying? Of all of the, if it wasn't such a civil war, so to speak, a Cold War, not civil war, but I mean Cold War.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you don't know what would have happened, but the way things have turned out has not been pretty for PBC. I mean, they're $900 million in debt to Whitehall Reed, McGuire's. So we'll see what happens, but they're Showtime is. Them losing Showtime will really cripple them. I mean, listen, could they end up on Amazon with a distribution deal like Showtime's willing to do next year, possibly? Like they're willing to do? Yeah, they could, but they're not going to have an outlet deal where they get their shows financed on a Saturday night. It'll see strictly as a distributor.
All right, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
Hey, Coach. Hi, Rick.
How you doing?
Rick, I got a quick. How you doing, buddy? I have a good question for you, man. Rick, are
Sure.
you one of the people that vote for boxers to go into the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have a great question.
It's called. Just to let you know,
Terry
it's called an elector. Yeah, I am an elector for the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. So Terry Norris is in the Hall of Fame, correct?
I don't know, but I believe he is. Yes, I believe he is. Yes.
I believe he is. I think he is. But anyways, my question to you is, Simon Brown beat Terry Norris. And
right.
Simon Brown, why is it that he's not in the Hall of Fame? Because I feel that he put in the work as much as Terry Norris did. That's my question.
Well, I handled Simon Brown in 2007. I'm sorry, 2007, 1997 to 99. I handled Simon. I was his agent. I like Simon as a person, but he's not really a Hall of Famer. He's got too many key losses in big fights. Losing to Buddy McGirt really hurt him. Just didn't get over that path. That was a good win he had, yeah. But he didn't have enough of them. It's sort of like Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson. Yeah, but the rest of his career, what did he do? Nothing. Not much. Let's put it that way to you. And it's the same thing as same real thing as Buster Douglas. One night, if you're not a Hall of Famer, one night may not make you a Hall of Famer. If you're already a borderline Hall of Famer, one night would put you in over the top. And that's the same thing with, like I said, with Buster Douglas. Can you appreciate that?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the answer. All right, later, Coach.
All right,
thank you.
Sit out the New York, stand up. I hope is there a possibility that Simon Brown can get in maybe later on? Because I would love to see Simon Brown get in the Hall of Fame, man. If he
I just don't, there's too many people that are not in the Hall of Fame that are, as deserving as him, like, worthy. Carlos Sugar De Leon, 4-time World Cruiserweight champ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's another example. So, there's a lot of guys like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Carlo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
L from Kansas City.
L from Kansas City. Talk to me.
Hey, Rick, I was wondering, why is it that Arturo Gatti made it into the Hall of Fame, but not Diego Corrales?
Well, that's what you call popularity. A lot of your reporters are from the New York, Philadelphia. A lot of your electors are from the New York, Philadelphia, Boston, New Jersey area. And they watched so many Arturo Gatti fights, they believed he was a Hall of Famer, and they put him in on popularity and the impact he had on boxing rather than his accomplishments in the ring. And I did not vote for him. Okay, I thought the world of I like Boom Boom Mancini as a person. He got voted in. I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer, and I really like Boom Boom a lot. I just couldn't vote for him as a Hall of Famer, and they both got in on extreme popularity. They were huge when they fought, and that's what happens sometimes, and it's sad, but this is what happens. So I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong, but that's the explanation of the situation.
Do you think Corrales will get in sometime? Because is he even on the ballot? Because I've never heard his name mentioned.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I've never heard his name even mentioned with being on the ballot.
I don't know. I don't know. There's a fallacy about him, and I'm going to tell you what it is. People think he was on top of the game when he got killed. That's not true. He had lost his last 3 fights in a row. So he was basically shot and done. And so people think he left on top of the game. You know what? One of the biggest questions I get answered, Kansas City, you know what this question I get answered? And I get this about once a month. Okay. And it's gone down the last couple of years, maybe once every other month now. Rick, they put it, they inbox me, email me, whatever, direct message. They say, if Rocky wouldn't have got killed, Rocky Marciano wouldn't have got killed, how long more would he have reigned at heavyweight champion? Would he have still been would he still been undefeated if he would have continued on? Well, he had been retired for 13 and a half years when the plane went down and he got killed.
Rocky Marciano?
Well, Rocky Marciano. He got killed in '69. He retired in 55. So basically speaking, he had been retired for about 13 years, and in the meantime, people act like he was still champ when he died. Like the plane went down, and he was heavyweight champ of the world. He had been long retired. So
Yeah.
There's a lot of myths out there, and the other one is that what's his name, got killed in the prime of his career. Diego Corrales, when he had lost. If you look at his record, you go to BoxRec and you'll put his name in there, his real name, Diego Chico Corrales, and you'll see in there it'll tell you he lost his last 3 fights in a row. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Would I vote for him? It depends on who's he's up against in that year.
All right, makes sense.
All right. Shout out to L from Kansas City. Salute, fam.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the Hall of Fame is pretty much like you say, what, popularity or. Is it
No. It's not popularity, but that's the deciding factor on some of these guys getting in and not getting in. It's popularity.
Some fighters will get in a lot faster. Like someone like an Andre Ward. As soon as Andre Ward retired, I think after his 5 years is up, they put him in the Hall of Fame. And it's probably
Right.
some fighters.
Actually, it's 3 years now. It used to be 5 years.
That's 3 years now.
And they dropped it down to 3 for a good reason, because fighters will be worth more to themselves in card catalog signing things. Card signing shows if you're a Hall of Famer. So the quicker you go into the Hall of Fame, the quicker you have more credibility, and you gain 2 years of income because of being a Hall of Famer. That's why they did that, for the benefit of the fighters.
How much do fighters make in the Hall of Fame once you become a Hall of Famer?
Well, you don't make any money from the Hall of Fame, but you make money from the fact that you're in the Hall of Fame, and you go to card catalog. So instead of like a card signing show, so let's just say you used to get 5,000 or 6,000, you might get 10,000 a day now, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So I see what you're saying. Once you become a Hall of Famer, you can capitalize off of that.
Yes,
off of that notoriety.
A casino might want you to be there. You're a Hall of Famer. Where if you weren't a Hall of Famer, they may not want you, or you will be worth more as a Hall of Famer than if you weren't. There's a lot of things that really help, really help. Let's put it that way, to have that fighter make an auxiliary income after boxing.
So the hard part is what? So you have a bunch of fighters. You may have people who may argue on certain fighters' behalf. They feel like, hey man, this fighter should be more deserving in the Hall of Fame right now versus somebody like Andre Ward. He didn't have to wait. Some fighters have to wait to get to the Hall, and some fighters don't.
Do because they're very, very borderline. Like Donald Curry was on the ballot for 9 years. I think it was 9 years. He got in his 9th year. Yeah. And he should have been a shoo-in. He was a world welterweight champ, a unified world welterweight champ. He was the junior middleweight champion. He was completely shot, and he won the junior middleweight title. So there you go.
So Jermell Charlo, do you feel that he's been boxing for 16 years, Canelo's been boxing for 18 years. Do you feel that Jermell Charlo, he has a Hall of Fame career?
Well, which one? The one that's fighting Canelo?
Yeah.
The one that's fighting Canelo. I think he is borderline. I think Jermall has no shot.
So you don't think Jermall ain't got a? Why you say Jermall ain't got a shot? He beat J-Rock. He fought Warren Luciel.
Because here's why. And this is an interesting thing. That was then, this is now. He hasn't done anything in years. He hasn't fought in over 2 years. Okay. He was fighting once a year for the last bunch of years. He hasn't done anything in 5 years, 6 years. Well, when did he last do something? He'll be remembered for the pig that he is.
If Jermell Charlo were to beat Canelo, Jermell Charlo would be the second fighter in the history of boxing in the 4-belt era. Let's just say that in the 4-belt era to become the undisputed in 2 different weight divisions.
Correct.
Do you? How do you feel about that? Do you think that the business of boxing if you was
listen, this is real. This is something easy. if he beats Canelo, he'll be in the Hall of Fame for sure. If he doesn't beat Canelo, I wouldn't vote for him, and I think he's borderline at best.
Yeah, because he hasn't really fought. He hasn't fought any names really at all.
No.
And the 154 is kind of like a weak division.
Right.
Damn. So he has a lot. Do you give him a chance in this fight, Jermell?
Yeah, we said this earlier. Sure, I give him a chance. Of course I do. But I think Canelo will win. But I think it's a much better fight than people think it is.
Yeah. Me too. Do you foresee it maybe like going out like remember how Caleb Plant and Canelo fight was? That was a good fight. I mean, Caleb Plant. I became a fan of Caleb Plant after that fight, even though he lost. But it was the way. But he came to fight. He fought his ass off. Now he was on the back foot and stuff like that, but he wasn't. You know, he gave out the gas. But I became a fan of his. Do you foresee that fight being something like that? I'm saying with
Man, you know,
I'm saying with
with
Canelo and Jermell Charlo.
I don't know. It's a hard fight to figure because he's moving up, 2 full weight classes.
Yeah.
And he's been inactive.
Yeah. Inactive, yeah.
He's got a lot of shit going against him.
Yeah. And that's why I'm leaning towards Canelo to win this fight, because of the inactivity. This guy hasn't fought in 16 months. This will be Canelo's 4th fight in 16 months. This will be Jermell Charlo's 2nd fight in 16 months, and he had his last fight 16 months ago. So I'm like, I don't know how his legs gonna hold up late in the rounds. I don't know, with the weight that he gained. I don't know what he's gonna come in weighing in, but the weight that he's gained, how is that going to affect his speed?
That's why I'm saying I don't think he wins, but I think it's a better fight because he's athletic and he's pretty fast. So, Canelo might catch him to the body or something. Who knows? That I don't know.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. The profile picture here, is that a good picture compared to the other one? Is it getting better?
Which one, mine or yours?
No, mine.
Oh, you want me to judge your profile picture?
That's when the OG gets cleaned up a little bit. That's what I look like.
Boy, you a motherfucker, boy. Rick, Rick, you think very highly of yourself, don't you?
What's that?
I said
What's
you think very highly of yourself.
It's not real. It's not me. It's my wife thinks so highly of me, so she's always pumping me up with good shit. You know what I mean? She calls me the greatest, world's greatest man. All kinds of good shit. You know what I mean? So that's I'm just a regular guy, doing good things every day, and my wife looks at me like I'm some great man. So what can I tell you? It's what your woman does to you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Troy, sorry about that. I said Troy, but I know who this is. But Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy from Baltimore, brother.
Troy from B.
Oh, no. Bro, Troy, how you doing,
up,
buddy?
What's up, y'all?
Not much.
Good.
How
Listen,
you doing?
Simon is in the Hall of Fame. Simon's in the Hall of Fame. In Atlantic City. Yes, he is.
Oh,
in Atlantic City.
Right,
yes, he is.
Right. He is, but not in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yep.
I just know that he went in, I think 2 years ago or maybe a year ago. He went in. Yeah, I was supposed to go there with him, but I couldn't go. But anyway, good conversation, gentlemen. I don't have too much to say about the fight because he's acting like his brother was acting when he was on the Tyson show. He had a chance to show out and just show the world who he was, and he got quiet. He shrunk. And now on the biggest stage of his life, Charlo's shrinking. Why?
Well, listen.
We'll find out soon. We'll find out
Saturday. Yep.
All right,
Absolutely.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Troy.
Shout out to Troy. I don't know, man. I'm giving Jermell Charlo a shot in this fight. I think he's going to fight hard. I really do. I really believe that. I just feel that in the second half of the fight. And now Charlo's one of his biggest attributes is his stamina. He's known for having really good stamina. He really doesn't get tired like that. But I just don't know.
But you don't know with being off 16 months and gaining all that, putting weight on or muscle. We don't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What I was going to say was, I don't know how he's not used to fighting at 168. He hasn't got punched by someone like a Canelo, especially on body shots, and he hasn't fought in 16 months, so his timing is going to be off. I'm expecting the timing to be off tremendously. And I don't know, is his legs, we're going to see how his legs look late in the fight with that extra weight. So, hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, Rick, that's you?
Yep.
All right, I had to kick the other one out. Let me kick the other one. Hold on, we got another call. We got another call. Hold on, Rick. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Me, Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, talk to me.
What's going on? What's up, Rick? Rick still there?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing?
What's up, Rick? Quick question. Going piggybacking off of Jamie from New York. Could have been in that situation when he fought when Simon Brown fought Vincent Fairway. That devastating knockout loss. Did that affect his chances?
Yeah, that. But he doesn't really hold. Simon doesn't hold a great win. What great fight? What great win did he ever have? I mean, I think I like Simon a lot. I think he's great people, and I got nothing negative to say about Simon as a human being or as a fighter. But let's face it, what great win does he have? I mean, did he beat Simon, Maurice Blocker? Yeah, that's not a great win. What did he do? Not much. So I don't see that as a great win. He doesn't hold a great win.
And you're right about Chico Corrales, because I believe like right around that time he had just lost to Joshua Cloudy. I think it was.
Right. Lost 3 fights in a row. Correct. He lost three fights in a row, and that's the point that they're making. But people have their revisions of history, and they act like that he was on top of the game when he got killed. He was completely shot. He had no legs left at all.
All right, that's it.
All right. Thanks. That's it for me today.
All right,
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Rick.
Brick City, stand up.
Thank you.
We got calls. We got calls coming in like crazy. Well, I know if Canelo would have retired today, he would more than likely be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's had a lot of fights. Do you feel that maybe in this fight, some people say that Canelo, he's been on the Euro tour. Now he's come off the Euro tour. He hasn't looked the same. His legs hasn't looked the same. He got beat by Dimitri Bivol. They say he didn't look good against.
He's
John
been a
Ryder.
he's been a pro for 18 years.
I know.
He's moved up in weight from 47 to 54. He won his first world title at 54, 60, 68. And he's got a lot of slippage. But does he have enough for Canelo, for Charlo to beat Canelo? I don't know about that. We're gonna have to see. That's why they're fighting. That's why I think there's so many unanswered questions in this fight, and we're going to have a lot of answers Saturday night when this fight's over with.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's M1 from the BX.
M1 from the BX, talk to me.
What's up? I just finished watching the last race or previous race, the one from today. Mel was talking a good one in the beginning, but then at the end, I don't know, he just folded again, man. I don't know what's wrong with Mel on this fight, man.
With who?
I just watched it right now, and and he was talking a good one in the beginning, and he was a little hype, but then at the end, he was I don't know, he just.
All right, so let me interpret what he's trying to say, Rick. He's saying that he just got through watching the press conference between Canelo and Jermell Charlo, and he said Jermell Charlo was talking a good one on stage, but at the end he kind of faltered out at the end, so he doesn't know whether Jermell Charlo's going to win this fight or not.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, Well, we'll see if he's the lion that he claims he is.
All right.
Yeah, and talking about lions, he said he was a lion, and Canelo said, I don't know what animal killed the lion, but that's the animal that I am.
All right. Well, shout out to N1 man. Shout out to N1 man from BX, man. Salute. Yeah, when y'all call, y'all gotta make it clear. I will be able to interpret. I will be able to interpret it. You know what I mean? You guys gotta speak clear. Gotta speak clear. I will be able to interpret it though. So, we got other calls calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy 2 times. I just have to ask Rick a question. You said Simon doesn't have any big fights, but who did Norris beat? He beat a washed-up Leonard and he beat Simon.
Yeah, but he beat. I'm trying to think that look at his record. He beat a whole bunch of good fighters.
I did.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Simon beat a bunch of good fighters. I'm glad you said that. Simon beat a bunch of good fighters too, so they're pretty much even. Because
Listen,
actually, if you look at it, Simon beat
I've actually suggested Simon's name for the Hall of Fame several times, and it was rejected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I've asked other Hall of Fame electors, would you vote for Simon if he was on the ballot? And everybody says no. So I mean,
these are the same folks that kept out James Toney. These are the same idiots that kept James Toney out the Hall of Fame too. So I don't,
What are you talking about? James Toney out?
Well, I'm gonna say this. Maybe Simon Brown will get in the Hall of Fame later on. You argue.
Hold on, Troy. How did they keep James Toney out of the Hall of Fame? What are you talking about?
He was held out for years before he got in.
No, he wasn't. You're wrong. He kept fighting. You're wrong. He kept fighting. Look at his record. He would retire. He'd go fight. He'd retire. He'd go fight. That's why he was kept out. His activity. So that's incorrect.
Wow.
I don't know what year he officially retired, but
yeah,
salute, fam.
Yeah,
I don't know what year James Toney officially retired. James Toney got like 69 fights or something.
Yeah, he kept fighting. He won here, won there. That kept him out of the Hall of Fame. He kept moving his own bar.
Hey, what year? Hey, do anybody know what year that was? James Toney officially retired? Because
I could look, but then it would click me off here, so I don't want to do that.
No. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Hold on, we got more calls calling in. I want the callers to get get their questions off they may have for you before you go. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this E-Money, nigga. Rick is your slave master. You a coon ass bitch, nigga.
E-Money, you call and hung the phone up. Hey, this
wait, hold on. Who was that aimed at? You, me, or both of us?
No, he was talking to me. So ain't that me? He one of my biggest fans. He called me every day. He called me a coon. Called me a bitch. Say he gonna drop that. Tell me he gonna pull up. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. He's a kid. He's a kid. I can tell he's a kid. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Prince straight out of West Texas. So salute to you and your platform, man.
This is what you say, Prince?
Yeah, from West Texas.
All right, Prince from West Texas. Talk to me.
Say, man, I was kind of feeling like how you feel that Jermell ain't putting enough oomph into what he's saying about this fight, but he really sold it to me, man. At this last press conference that they just had. I think Jermell gonna come in there, and I may be biased, but I'm riding with Texas this fight. I'm saying Jermell with the upset gonna be 2-time weight heavy undisputed champ, man. Just off this press conference, bro. I think he stepped it up. I believe in him now, and I think he ready.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't nothing wrong with being biased. If you biased and you want to go for Jermell Charlo, ain't nothing wrong with that because there's a whole bunch of biased motherfuckers going for Canelo. So ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. We're gonna find out. That's why they fight the fight Saturday. Yeah.
I'm pulling for Jermell, man, and I'm gonna call back in once Jermell win this fight Saturday night.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, shout out to Prince from West Texas. Salute. I mean, this would be big. Hey, Rick, if Jermell Charlo were to pull this off, what would you rank this? Would this be a huge shock to you? What, like, you think this would shake up the boxing world?
Not really. Because Jermell Charlo doesn't have a big fan base. If it was a guy like Ryan Garcia and he won the world title, his fan base would be, even get bigger. So I don't think it would really change the business of boxing any differently, really.
All right. Hey, but Rick, I know you've been on for an hour, man. So let everybody know how to get in contact with you if they want to.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Real Rick Glazer1. I'm a verified account. I got about 8,300 followers, and if you'd like to be a follower, no problem. I'd love to have you. And also that I answer all boxing questions, no matter how big, small, no matter how hard or easy. So here I am.
All right, Rick.
Thanks for having me, Coach.
I'm going to give you a call later on, man. All right, salute. Rick Glazer out of here, man. All right, I see the brother say James Toney retired in 2017 officially. Yeah, that's probably why it took him so long to get in. So, James Toney kept fighting, man. He had like 69 fights. I think he had double-digit losses too. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on? Is Rob from New York.
Rob from New York. Talk to me. You say Rob or Rob?
Coach, Rob, like Raphael.
Okay, Raphael. So I got you. Talk to me.
Coach, number one, want to say shout out to you for keep on bringing Rick in and people that actually know about boxing. So got to give you props to that. Always keeping it real. So just got to give you good hands-on and keeping pretty much the boxing knowledge going on. But I just wanted to call and say that I don't know. There's a lot of obviously Canelo fans out there, and a lot of them I feel like they're rabid fans. They look at things from a real unrealistic point of view. I feel like Canelo is very overrated. The guy obviously is still the face of boxing, but it's pretty much a built-up image. You know, at the end of the day, the guy has constantly weaseled himself out of and into fights of fighting people that are out of their prime or just picking and choosing the right time. Whether other fighters did it, yeah, I understand. But to me, in my eyes, this guy is not the best boxer, the best fighter in boxing, and to me, he's overrated. I mean, I can tell you that he's lost multiple fights. It's just that he has a big fan base, and he's pretty much the moneymaker in boxing. That's all it is.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. There are people who do feel that way. They feel like Canelo is a manufactured fighter. You know, he lost more fights than what's on his record. Teddy Atlas says that he feel that Canelo was way overrated himself. But he probably feel that way because of how he feel about Triple G. But I do get it. People do feel that way. Canelo fans feel that Canelo is the greatest fighter in boxing. I get that as well. So, it is what it is, fam. It is what it is. But
and another thing, Coach. I'm not a Mayweather fan. Like I never liked much of his antics, but I did respect him as far as like how successful he was in the boxing business.
Right.
But I do feel like Mayweather, like Floyd did give Canelo more praise than he has actually acknowledged. Because a lot of the times, the way that Floyd responds to a lot of the comments and stuff, it almost feels like Canelo still throws shades at Floyd. When in fact, like since they fought, Floyd always said, like, listen, this is gonna be the next big star. Maybe he didn't beat me, but this is the next guy in boxing and everything else. So I just never understood kind of like that part, how there's always kind of like that tension in between them, even though, they have to pass the mantle from one person to another. So I don't know how you feel about that, but to me, I always felt like Floyd did give him more praise than maybe Canelo.
All right.
I don't want to say deserves, but
all right, I got you. All right, shout out to Rick, man. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Ralph from New York. Salute, fam. Got another call. We got calls calling in like hotcakes now, man. I'm trying to let everybody get in, guys, so please bear with me, but I'm trying to let everybody get in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Rick and you.
Rick, man, Southside. Talk to me, fam.
All right. 3 things, man. First off, of course I'm pulling for my fellow Houstonian male to beat that cinnamon duck. It's past due. I'm pulling for Mel to pull off the upset, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's gonna be tough, man. Canelo got a hell of a chin. Mel gonna have to have his best night. Rusty or not, 16 months or not. If they don't rob him on the cards, if he really put on a full-fledged assault like Beaver did, we got a chance. And I got 2 questions for Rick. Rick still there?
No, he gone, Rick.
Oh, shit. Oh, anyway. Check this out then, people. Since Rick gone. November 16th, on the undercard of Shakur against De La Santo, my other Houstonian, Quentin Randall, is getting his biggest shot ever. You know, Quentin, he's 33 years old, you know, did a little prison time. He got a late start. He's 13-0. He's facing Brian Norman Jr. on that Shakur undercard on Thursday, November 16th. You know, Brian Norman Jr., 24-0, 19 knockouts, 22 years old. My dog Q, he getting his biggest shot since he's been boxing, man. So y'all look out for that undercard. My guy Quentin Randall is gonna try to pull it off and beat that young bull, that young hell of a fighter. And if he get past Brian Norman Jr., man, his name can get a little weight in his boxing game before he aged himself out. Cause you know he got started real later. 22-year-old against my 33-year-old Quentin Randall. Houston, stand up.
Man, hey, I wrote his name down, Quentin Randall, man. Hey, Rick, thank you for calling the show, brother. Salute. Hey, Sound, stand up. South
All right,
side.
good deal.
South side. Hey, we know how A-Sound get down. A-Sound, they be throwing niggas in trunks and duct taping them, hog tying them and duct taping them. We saw what A-Sound did to my dog Booger Ray.
True.
Them A-Sound dudes don't even play, boy. Shout out to $20 Rings. He said if Charlo wins, he'll be #1 pound for pound. Do you agree? And why? No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. In order for him to become #1 pound for pound, he would at least have to be the #1 pound overall consensus, overall pound for pound guy. I don't know. I mean, Jermell Charlo is in my pound. See, my pound for pound is different because my pound for pound $1 Dreams. If I was to put together pound for pound, I like to look at what you did over multiple weight divisions. Like if you someone like a new way to Marsa, Terrence Crawford, you're a 3-4 division world champion. Hell, even the Canelo Alvarez, you became champions and winning many different weight divisions, different pound weight divisions. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I would see it. But if Jermell Charlo were to beat a pound for pound guy like a Canelo, if Canelo were #1 in my eyes, then I would say Jermell Charlo is the #1 guy. If Canelo was #1, example is if Jermell Charlo was fighting Crawford and he beat Crawford, and there's an overall consensus from a lot of people who matter in boxing that, hey man, this guy's #1 guy. You know what I mean? Then you have to say, Jermell Charlo would be that guy. But would you make him top 5? I'd definitely make him top 5. Like top 5, hell yeah. I'll make him top 5. Some would say maybe top 3. I don't know. You know what? Two division undisputed champion, moved up 2 weight divisions. And you know what? $3 Ring, you can make an argument for that. Maybe he should be top 3 because a new way is going to be if he win this fight, he'll be 2 division undisputed champion as well. Canelo is the cash cow face of boxing. If Jermell Charlo were to beat him, maybe a lot of those popular sites who put together the pound for pound, maybe they would say, hey, that would be enough to make Jermell Charlo #1. But I don't think a lot of those guys would make him #1 based off a win with Canelo, to be honest with you. But if you would have him #1, then there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, pound for pound is subjective to the individual. There's no wrong answer to me. If that's how you feel, whatever your criteria is, then so be it. You know what I mean? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? I'm thinking I got a call on the phone. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super Chat.
It's all subjective.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hold on, guys. We need 8 more lights. It's all subjective, fam. You know what I mean? So, some people may feel a person should be pound for pound because he's a cash cow in boxing. He make the more money. He's selling out arenas. Some people may feel that's why that person should be pound for pound. I don't know. It depends on what the person's criteria is. Shout out to Shad. He said, Coach, with the current state of boxing, do you foresee network providers forcing them to go back to original 8 classes in an effort to clean up the clutter in hopes of putting on better fights? No, not really, because the network don't have to show the product if they don't see they're gonna make a profit. Boxing is boxing. Boxing gonna do what it's gonna do. So yeah, I don't foresee the networks, doing anything or trying to force the promotional companies, to operate a certain way. Boxing is boxing. Their business model is their business model. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy Cash Out.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, so let me ask you guys this. Do you guys, what do you guys feel will be best for the sport of boxing? And I want you guys to answer that question when I come back.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Look here, man, we got over 500 people in here, less than 500 likes. We need 60 more likes before we get to 500. If you're sitting here watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley,
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
If Jermell Charlo were to destroy or beat Canelo, and he has a chance of beating this guy. Like, Jermell Charlo ain't no scrub. I keep telling people this. Now, he's a good fighter. The only reason, and I've been consistent with this since I've been on the show, the only reason I'm leaning towards Canelo to beat Jermell Charlo is only one reason. It's because Jermell Charlo has not been active in 16 months. He's coming off a 16-month layoff. That's the only reason. It ain't, I think Canelo got better boxing skills than Jermell Charlo. That's not it. It ain't that I think, because Canelo the cash cow. That's not it. It ain't that Canelo got a bigger fan base. That's not it. The only reason is this guy coming off a 16 months layoff. That's it. I can make an argument from a stylistic standpoint how both fighters can win. If Canelo gasses out in the second half, like a lot of people say he's been doing, and he doesn't look the same or whatever the case may be, and if Jermell Charlo is on his game, whatever, I don't know whatever game plan that him and Derrick James may have for this fight, but if he is on this game and he's locked in for every, if Jermell Charlo comes in with that Terrence Crawford focus, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, this is what I mean. You know how with Terrence Crawford fought Spence, how he was locked in, his eyes, how he was so focused, and he saw everything that was coming. He saw everything that was thrown his way. He was able to slip, counter, catch, pull, whatever. He saw everything coming, and he was able to pounce on him. His timing was on point. If his timing is on point, and he see everything, and he have a locked-in vision, then guess what? That's going to be a hell of a fight. I just don't know. I just don't know. You know what I mean? I always tend to lean towards the guy that's been more active than the guy that's been inactive. Now, a lot of people saying Canelo don't look the same. A lot of people saying Canelo slowing down and this and that, this and that. If he don't look the same and he's slowing down, will the Canelo who fought John Ryder, will that be enough to beat a Jermell Charlo? I don't know how Jermell Charlo going to be moving around. I don't know what type of jab he's going to throw, how hard his jab is going to be. Now, from a defensive standpoint, if the Canelo that shows up that's very defensively sound, because we know Canelo can roll with shots, he catches shots, he parries shots, he slip, he know how to slip very well. He slipped very well in the pocket. Catch, shoot, counter. He knows he's going to come with the high guard. He's looking to break you down early. If his timing gets on point, if he gets in that mid-range spot and he gets your timing down, Jermell Charlo in trouble. And when you haven't fought in a while, the timing is always off for a fighter who hasn't been fighting in a while. If you've been out of the ring like that, like Jermell Charlo, the timing a lot of times is always off. So other than that, that's it. And you can't afford to have your timing off against someone like Canelo. Even when Canelo fought Dimitri Bivol didn't let up not one time in the fight. It was times in the fight where he took breaks, but he was always defensively sound. You have to really, really be defensively sound against Canelo. You have to really, really be defensively sound against that guy. Carlo, what's the name when you're calling from?
What's up, coach? It's D-Block. 2 times.
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. I just got through looking at the real eyes of Charlo right now. I just saw the press conference. And let me tell you that. Let me tell you something right now, man. When I see a dead man walking, I saw a dead man walking.
Mm.
I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I don't care what they say. I've seen it. I believe it. I'm going to breathe it. I'm going to keep on thinking it. Canelo going to knock this guy out. Just something about him scares him, man. And, you know, I got nothing but respect. That 2%. I got nothing but 2% of respect for Charlo. You know what I mean? Undisputed. I respect that. 2%. But at the end of the day, the way I saw his eyes just Google around, he moved his hat to the back. I mean, he just looked at him like, and then he just stopped staring. He turned. I mean, I saw it, Coach. And that's fun. What you got to say with that?
Could it be that you saw what you wanted to see because you are a diehard fan of Canelo and you was looking at the press conference through Canelo eyeglasses, D-Block?
No. That's the same way I saw Montiel look at Charlo when he took his soul, Coach. That's the same way I looked at it. When Montiel took Charlo's soul, his brother, his big baby brother, his big-headed brother, his big-own brother don't know what he wants to do in his ring anymore. WBC's protecting him, and I don't care what they say. You got to look at it both ways. Either you're going to hate on my boy Cinnamon Buns, saying Suleiman is protecting him, or you got to keep it real, man. What I saw Montiel look at him in the next side of the corner when they were boxing, I saw the same thing right now, Coach. What you got to say with that?
Man, come on, man. I mean, Juan Montiel, come on, bro. Like, I didn't
go look at that fight.
Yeah.
You better go look at that fight. I'm telling you, Coach.
I saw the fight. I saw the fight. The second half of the fight, after Juan
Montiel
got dropped in the first half, but in the second half of the fight, you know, Juan Montiel like kind of like poured it on like from the 7th round on up, and he kind of like you know, it was a hell of a fight. I was expecting Jermell to stop him, but he didn't stop him. So
I'm being real right now, Coach, and I'm coming away. Fight! Charlo from H-Town, Louisiana, whatever sauce you want to use, whatever you think's gonna help, it ain't gonna work. I just saw him right now. I saw him scared, Coach.
Hey,
believe me.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before I let you go, because I don't want the people complaining because they saying you've been on the phone too long.
I know, and that's why I called late. It's okay.
Anyway,
I'm calling late now.
Check this out. What did you think about Booger Ray Leonard? See, this is another thing that got me shaking like booty meat right now too. Booger Ray Leonard, when Canelo walked off the stage, he walked into the arms of Booger Ray Leonard, and I'm like. That rubbed me the kind of wrong way because I'm like, damn, man, you talked all this shit about Canelo for years, and now it's like you're kissing his ass, you hugging Eddie Reynoso, you pushed him, you know. Now sources say I didn't see that in the camera, but sources say that was a lady right there. They said it was Eddie Reynoso's wife, and they say Booger Ray kind of like gave her a shove with the left elbow and went to go hug her. I said, I didn't see him hugging Jermell Charlo. Like, why he ain't hugging Jermell Charlo when he walked up the stage? Come on, man.
Okay, I'm gonna let it be like this because I know people get a little upset with me because you know I come with fun, but I come with hate. So about the Booker Ray situation, Coach. We already know he's been stamped by Mayweather to be one of the GOATs of all time. He's been stampified, Coach. So let's keep it real with that. Let's give some respect for Cinnamon Buns. So I want to let you know, man. Ellerbe knows where the money's at. He knows who's the face of boxing. He hugged the face of boxing. He needs to be there. He still wants to be legitimate to what he is, whatever he is. What is he? I don't know what he is anymore. But I want everybody from Houston. I want everybody just like Ellerbe after Saturday night knockout of your son, Houston. I want y'all to grab a picture of Canelo somewhere, a poster, and after that fight, I want you to do what Ellerbe did. Kiss him in the cheek, hug that picture, and say how much you love the face of boxing. D-Block, D-Town, D-Town,
Hey. You know what, D-Block? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to see Jermell Charlo win this fight, man. I want to see Jermell Charlo win this fight, but I just don't. It's the 16-month layoff, man, for me. And there's some other things I'm looking at. Well, defensively, if Canelo was on his mark from a defensive standpoint, it's gonna be a hell of a night for Jermell Charlo. He's fighting under those lights, you know, the biggest lights, you know. Booger Ray Leonard is hugging him. You know, Canelo is the A-side fighter. So, they, you know, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, this dude, he gonna have to dominate. Jermell Charlo gonna have to dominate. He's gonna have to dominate this fight. No, for people who feel that Canelo's been slowing down, he doesn't look the same, and some people may feel that that Canelo is right for the picking right now. I mean, we're gonna find out Saturday. That mother, and then Canelo can take a punch. I don't see, you know. So I hear something, yeah, man. Jermell Charlo gonna knock Canelo out. I don't see no knockout at all. Not Jermell Charlo knocking Canelo out. Cause I don't see that dude get hit with flush uppercuts and hooks, left and right hooks from Triple G. So he can take a punch. I just want to see how he is defensively, you know, slipping in and out. Leonard Ellerbe even said that, hey man, Canelo fight more like a black fighter. That's what Leonard Ellerbe said. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this play out. If Jermell Charlo can win this fight, bro, he'll be 2-time undisputed champion. I cannot stress how historic that is, how big that is. And some may even make him #1 pound for pound. Some may even put him on. Some may even put him on the list as #1 pound for pound. You know, so that's gonna be huge, man. Coming up 2 weight divisions. Your first fight at 168 is Canelo Alvarez. Your first fight, Canelo Alvarez, the creme de la creme. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. But something don't smell right about this to me, man. With Booger Ray hugging Canelo, giving the man sugar, something just don't seem right. Something don't seem right to me about all this here, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back and look at the press conference because somebody said D-Block said that Jermell looked like he was scared, but another guy called and said that no, Jermell looked like he's ready. So I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna go back and look at it. I'll call it. What's the name you calling from?
It's Jamie Rivera again from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Coach, I have a question for you. Who the hell invited Booger Ray to the party?
I mean,
he's over there smiling.
Yeah.
I saw him, bro. I see him smiling, he's shaking hands, kissing babies. Bro, you know, listen, Canelo's the real star there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't need Booger Ray there to shine, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Hey, you know
like
what?
This guy.
It was like Booger Ray was a fan. Like he was just so happy.
Yeah,
you know, like, oh my gosh, this is Canelo. He shook his hand, hugged him, whispered in his ear. And then he sat there waiting for Eddie Reynoso to come downstairs, shook Eddie Reynoso's hand, shook the other trainer's hand. Canelo was over there signing autographs. He's signing autographs, you know, on gloves and stuff. And then Booger Ray sat right there. You got all these Mexicans right here. You're the only black dude right here. I didn't see you over there hugging Jermell Charlo, hugging Derrick James, but you over here you over here, you know, kissing Canelo, giving him some sugar. The same Canelo who you used to always criticize him last week about, you know, his resume, when those fighters he fought on the zone, and you co-signed everything that Floyd Mayweather ever said about Canelo, and then now he's over there with the PBC, you over there making love to him. True. The nigga,
you're right, Coach.
Hey, Bless, the nigga over there making love, want to get a man some sugar. Come on, man.
You're right,
anyway.
bro. You're right, man. And it's like, yo, man, why is he doing Charlo like that? You know? He paid him no mind, bro. But, Coach, let me tell you, bro, you know, I'm listening to you talk, bro, and it's true, man. I agree with you 100%, man. Charlo's got the skills to beat Canelo, man. Let's not sleep on that kid.
Yeah, he do.
You know what I'm saying? He does, man. Starting with that jab, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's got heart, too, bro. Again, my problem is with him, bro, you know, it's running out of gas, man. Listen, there's 2 things you're not supposed to do Saturday night, bro. Don't turn this into the fight. If you do, you're going to get slept. And if you run out of gas, bro, if you gas out, you're going to get slept. But let me tell you, I like the fact that he hired Guzman. Guzman was a good boxer, okay? two of Canelo's losses, coach, he lost to great boxers, bro. He lost to Floyd, and he lost to Bivol. Let me tell you, bro, one is an all-time great. The other one is on his way. And let me tell you, coach, the only way to beat this guy, Canelo, man, if he's on top of his game, you got to box, bro. And Guzman is the answer. Believe me when I tell you, coach, listen, you got to box, man. Stick and move. Don't stay in the pocket with this boy, man. Don't do that.
He
you
can't
know?
stay in the pocket. He can't stay in the pocket.
Bro. No. Don't do that, bro. And again, coach, Canelo's a great fighter, man. And you have to fight a great fight to beat a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight a great fight, just like Floyd did and Bivol. And that's the answer. To me, Guzman is going to make the difference if he wins. And if he does win, coach, that's a huge win, bro. I'm going to put him in top 3 pound for pound list. 5, easy.
Easy. Yeah,
easy.
Top 5.
Because that's the biggest win of the year. He's going to be fighter of the year. He's going to be all over the place, just like Bud is, you know? And that's it, coach. That's what I got, baby.
All right.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. If Jermell Charlo can pull this off, now he got the skills to beat Canelo. Jermell Charlo ain't no, Jermell Charlo is not no scrub fighter. He's not a scrub. Now he has the skills. He does have the skills. Good. But there's always a but. There's always a but, boy. There is always a but. He has defensive lapses sometimes. And if Canelo touch his chin, how he gonna respond to getting hit on the chin with Canelo? When Canelo start going to the body, how he gonna respond? So there's always a but. Like Canelo ain't no easy out for no goddamn body. But I'm still, like I said, man, I'm still leaning towards Canelo to win this fight. I'm leaning towards Canelo. I want to see Jermell Charlo win, but I'm leaning towards Canelo to win this fight. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's L from Kansas City 2 times.
L from Kansas City 2 times. Talk to me.
So I think Canelo will win, but Charlo has the skills. But my question is, and this is what I kind of been sensing, is the moment too big for him? Because he's never been surrounded by this much media, this much attention. The venue, he's going to be the main event of this big event. And even though tickets aren't selling, it's still going to be a lot of pressure because Canelo's got all those eyes watching him. And Charlo, I mean, he's undisputed, but he's never had this much attention, these many eyes, all these fans around as he does for this fight here. Will the moment be too big for him?
We're going to find out Saturday.
Absolutely, but I didn't know if you had a feeling about it before.
Oh no, I don't have a feeling either way. My thing is I can't say it's gonna be too big for him. I can't say that unless I see the fight. Saturday's gonna let me know. If I see him in the ring and so how he look when he walking in the ring, I don't know. I don't have a feeling on it either way.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, shout out to L from Kansas City. Shout out to Get These Hands. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy. Say Get These Hands. Sound like Tony Rock. Get These Hands. What'd you say, fam? You say Ellerbe damn near ran over Charlo just to get over and hug Canelo. I mean, that shit crazy as hell, bro. You get what I'm saying? That shit is crazy as hell, though. I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of, I'm like, this nigga here, man. This nigga over here smiling and cheesing, showing all 32 teeth. He's on Canelo and this and that. Listen, I bet Floyd wouldn't have done that. Floyd wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But, Booger Ray Leonard, of course, Booger Ray, he gonna, nigga over here, But that's why I say, dog, Canelo gonna win this fight. I say Canelo gonna win this fight, dog. Because Booger Ray is hugging the guy that he know gonna win. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, cool it now. Cool it. Hey, Slip.
What's up,
Did I tell you, the more you look at this shit, the more it's looking like a business arrangement. Didn't I tell you this is nothing but business? And what is Liddy gonna do? Liddy gonna follow the money. The motherfucking incentive checks hit different. they knew what they were throwing Mel into. This is, man, y'all gotta stop this. I know y'all feel that Mel can do this, Mel and it. Let's keep it 100. Mel is about to get dog walked. His own handlers know he's about to get dog walked for good reason. It's for the better good of the fucking company.
They're for the better good of the
Everybody
company.
wins.
You right.
Yeah, it's the better good of the company. Mel gets dog walked. Everything is great over there. That's how the game goes. Mel get paid. Cinnamon get paid. Everybody wins.
Hey, Ron.
I mean, come on, man. Y'all don't see this shit, Slim.
Hey,
Y'all gotta
Ron,
stop. Y'all gotta stop.
Ron, listen,
Yeah.
man. I wrote this down in the beginning of the show. And I'm gonna tell you what I wrote down because you probably wasn't here. I say it was 4 things I noticed in this fight that let me to believe that, man, Jermell Charlo don't stand a snowball chance in hell. I say Booger Ray Leonard. Hold on, Ron. It was 4 things I noticed. First thing I noticed, there was a mariachi band out there. They had the mariachi band out there playing. So they were celebrating before Canelo walked on the stage. I said, oh, here we go, the mariachi band. Then when Canelo, they asked Canelo, they said, how do you win this fight? He said, well, I don't know exactly how the fight going to go. All I do know is that I will win. I know that for a fact. So he said that. That was another thing. So just in case I was looking at it too much, Ron, as soon as Canelo walked off the stage, there was 1 million Mexicans right there. There was only one black dude right there. Guess who it was? Booger Ray Leonard. He got his arms
You already
open,
know.
hugging Canelo. He shook his hand, whispered in his ear, gave him some sugar. Then he waited for Eddie Reynoso to walk downstairs. He shook Eddie Reynoso's hand, hugged him. I said, oh, man, goddamn.
Yeah, you already know. They know what's going on, man. But it is what it is, man. It's just that we gotta really look at this shit for what it is. This man haven't fought in almost 2 years, 16 months, man.
16 months, yeah.
16 months, coming up 2 weight classes. All that shit sounds cute. Oh, Mel can do this. Mel ain't gonna do shit except get stopped before the under. If you don't bet the under, you're a fool in this fight. Bet the under. And then let's go.
Under 10 and a half?
The under is 10 and a half. Okay. Yeah. I'm betting the under, and I'm putting the cherry on top with the 8, 9, and the 10. So I'm betting the under, and I'm putting the cherry on top with the 8, 9, and the 10. So I'll let y'all run with that. That shit ain't making it to the 11th round. And if it makes it to the 11th round, I'll be shocked. And at the end of the day, man, if Mel pull this off, and I'm gonna leave on an optimistic note. If Mel pull this off, he's hands down #1 pound for pound. Okay. I mean, you gotta understand. If he beats Cinnamon, he absorbs all the Cinnamon W's. You dig what I'm telling you? Yeah. So it's like Bud ain't never beat, and you know me, ain't nobody a bigger Bud fan than me, but Bud ain't never scalped nothing like a Cinnamon before. Yeah, you dig what I'm telling you? Yeah. And you ain't never scalped nothing like a Cinnamon before.
Now you're right.
You dig what I'm telling you?
Right.
So so Bell is hands down without a shadow of a doubt. #1 pound for pound, if he bucked the system and somehow miraculously motherfucking Cinnamon kept some type of virus the night of the fight. I don't know how this is gonna play out. I mean, I know how it's gonna play out, but this motherfucker is getting stopped, Mo. Like he is getting stopped. This shit ain't going the distance, and if it goes the distance, Cinnamon needs to retire. That's just straight up and down with you. You the distance with a motherfucker move that I don't give a fuck. Fuck all that, Slim. You ain't trick bagging me.
Hey, Booger Ray over there hugging Canelo. You know what, you know what pissed me off? This nigga hugging Canelo, kissing him, giving him sugar, but he talked all that shit about Canelo.
That's how he roll, though.
He talked all that shit about
Canelo.
How he
roll.
That's
how that man roll. I be telling you, he be making the city look bad with this motherfucker clandestine behavior he be doing, man. That shit be looking suspect as a motherfucker. I was like, he don't stand on his grind. It's too much 50-50 with his ass, man. But he's still from the city. You know, it is what it is. But that's all I got, Mo, man. But yeah, this is a business arrangement. Nothing more, nothing less, Mo.
All right. Hey, shout out to Rob Boy. Hey, dog, y'all check this out. Hold on. I got something else for y'all, too. Shout out to my dog Booger Ray, man. Y'all gonna stop talking bad about Booger Ray.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Y'all gonna start talking bad about my dog Booger Ray too, man. Y'all gonna leave my dog Booger Ray alone, man. You know, you guys know I rep the set. I rep PBC. I rep Booger Ray Leonard. You guys gonna have to put some respect on Booger Ray name. Shout out to Chickarelli, man, for becoming a new member, man. Salute to you, my brother. Shout out to Mr. Lemons. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mr. Lemons say, Coach, do you believe that Jermell Charlo ducked Tim Tszyu? Yes, I believe he ducked Tim Tszyu. Absolutely. Because all of it, hold on, Carla, hold on. Now, some would say, how you ducking Tim Tszyu to fight Canelo? Y'all looking at it all wrong. Tim Tszyu was this man's mandatory for over a year. Jermell Charlo miraculously had a broken hand and he had surgery on it. We have no proof of that, but that's what he said, right? Then there was a deadline for his hand to heal, and he was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu again. He said he re-injured his hand. So the WBO said, okay, you re-injured your hand, we're going to give you a deadline. If you ain't ready to fight by October of this year, we're going to strip you and give the belt to Tim Tszyu. All of a sudden, Canelo fight comes up, it's available. Jermell Charlo is ready to fight Canelo. He's training to fight Canelo. But just a minute ago, you said you had re-injured your hand. You wasn't ready to fight Tim Tszyu. So he made a business decision to not fight Tim Tszyu when he could have. And now he's fighting Canelo. So yes, he ducked him. In my opinion. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, what's going on, baby? This is Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Mason from Flint, talk to me, fam.
All right, man, I ain't got much to say on the subject, man. Like you say, I ain't really feeling the energy, man. And it's supposed to be fucking fight week. And I usually be hyped up for shit like this. But I like you say, I just ain't feeling it.
Mm.
But I do see Mel. I can see Mel beating Canelo, man.
Mm.
Niggas be talking about Canelo like he just, the fucking god of boxing.
Mm.
Niggas good. But he ain't unbeatable. Any man could be beat.
Yeah, he's not unbeatable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when niggas come calling in talking all this, oh, Canelo just gonna do this and walk all over, cuz I don't think Mel ain't going in there to lay down, cuz. At least I don't think so.
Mm.
But like I say, I think cuz coming to fight, and I think he got a pretty good chance to win, like you say. But the inactivity the inactivity is the only thing that's like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, shit, it's a 50-50 fight, man. I think Cuz got just enough chance to beat him if Canelo got to beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The fight at the end of the day, like you say, man, it's Saturday night, the rubber meets the road. We're going to find out the truth and the lies then.
Yeah, we're going to find out. And what before you go, Flint, Mason, what do you think about Booger Ray waiting at the end of the podium downstairs to hug Canelo, but we didn't see him hugging Jermell Charlo and Derrick James.
And like you say, he was just giving a nigga backhand compliments the other day in that fight hype interview.
Yeah. He throwing all
kind
kind of
all
shade.
kind of backhand compliments.
Yeah, he was throwing all kind of shade at Canelo. Next thing I know, this nigga sniggling and giggling and cheesing, showing off 32 teeth, got the Snow White beard. I'm like, come on, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit fake as hell, man. Niggas smiles don't match their handshake, man. I can't respect that kind of shit.
All right, man. Shout out to Mason, man. Flint, stand up. Hey, dog. Hey, I want y'all to see this. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. This is what I want y'all to see. Let's get the super chat out of the way. Shout out to Raphael. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Mel should took initiative and sold the fight. So I guess you're trying to say Mel should have took the initiative to sell the fight. He said Charlo brothers are known for talking shit. He said why? He said he would have talked shit to Bud. Yeah, if it was Bud, he definitely would have talked shit to Bud. As a matter of fact, if it was any other black fighter, he would have talked shit to. Because he talked shit to every fighter that he's fought. And Jermell Charlo fought a lot of black fighters. He talked shit to all of them. But when it's Canelo, it's a whole nother ball game. That's what I'm saying. Where's that same energy? Don't be picking and choosing. You know what I mean? Like, where that same energy at? That's all I'm saying, fam. You know, so I mean, and that's the thing that get me. We're gonna go to a short station identification break, guys, and when we come back, we gonna get back into the show.
What's my name? My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? And that you never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
I don't think y'all understand the severity of having a 16-month layoff. When you have a long layoff, it affects your timing. Your legs may not be there like they should be there. Now, if Canelo was slowing down, then people feel that, then we'll see. We're going to find out. But I hear both men are in shape. Jermell Charlo been training his ass off. Canelo been training his behind off. He's training high altitude. I don't see it, dog. I'm just, I could be wrong, but I just don't see it, man. I don't see Jermell Charlo. He has a tall task. And then when I saw Booger Ray Leonard hugging Canelo, embracing Canelo like he wanted to make love, I said, oh man, I'm saying for me, that was it for me. I'm like, yeah, I know what it is. I know it. It's gonna be a good fight though. It's gonna be a good fight, but I think I just think that inactivity, man. Hold on, let's do this. Let's do this. Hold on, I ain't finished. Hold on. Let me see. This it right here? I think this it right here. Y'all check this out.
And like me.
Y'all check this out. Now this is Booger Ray Leonard.
Any thoughts on the stuff going?
This is Booger Ray Leonard. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. This is Booger Ray Leonard. He's talking about Gervonta Davis. I don't know if you guys know, but Tank Davis will not be fighting any more fights this year. He's fighting next year, according to what's being reported. And that's fine. Tank fought twice this year. But I want you to hear the nigga-splaining it from Booger Ray Leonard when it comes to certain fighters that he said that these are not big fights, and these fights will probably happen later on down, but these are not big fights. And I want you to hear this. And he always speaks in terms of the business. Let's go.
On social media, Twitter about Showtime. Did you hear about it? No. You guys got any questions? Talk to Steven. And what about?
Now check this out. I want you guys to hear this. Check this out. Let me go back. They asked him about Showtime. They say, we've been hearing rumors and stuff about Showtime. And he said, oh, no. You got any questions? Ask Steven. See how he did that?
Leonard, any thoughts on the stuff going around social media, Twitter about Showtime? Did you hear about it? No. You guys got any questions? Talk to Steven. And what about Tank Thurman? Can you shoot that down, Leonard? Is that a possibility? It never was a possibility. I don't know where that kind of stuff comes from. It's like, I tell people all the time.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even realize I had got kicked off. Sorry about that, guys. This was my fault. Bear with me one moment, guys. It's my fault. Let me go ahead and show this to you guys again. Share. Share this again. Sorry about that, guys. So this is Booger Ray Leonard. He's talking about Tank Davis. He's talking about Showtime. They asked him a question about Showtime. What you're going to realize is the question they asked him about Showtime, he's going to deflect and say, ask Steven. So I just want to show you guys that. Let's go.
Leonard, any thoughts on the stuff going around social media, Twitter about Showtime? Did you hear about it? No. You guys got any questions? Talk to Steven. And what about Tank Thurman? Can you shoot that down, Leonard? Is that a possibility? It never was a possibility. I don't know where that kind of stuff comes from. It's like...
So remember we was hearing rumors about Tank fighting Keith Thurman. Those was lies, rumors. I don't know which YouTube channel put that out there. I really don't, guys. I tell you guys, a lot of this stuff on YouTube is fake news. A lot of this stuff is fake news. It's for clicks and views. That's what it's all about. But hold on. Let's see. But let's continue. Let's go.
I tell people all the time, Tank's his own boss. And when he's ready to go, he's going to let you guys know. He's going to let you guys know.
Is he coming back outside? He put up a post today and he said that see you guys in
really fought in next year.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Selling fight this year. Do you think this can beat it?
Gonna see Saturday night? Gonna see Saturday night. This is another mega fight. You know, it's again, I can't speculate.
So he said, man, do you think this fight between Canelo and Jermell Charlo gonna do 1.4 million? And then Leonard Ellerbe is like, I can't speculate. I don't know. Jermell Charlo and Canelo ain't gonna do nowhere near 1.4 million. Me personally, I'm thinking it's gonna do about between 5 and 6 myself, like maybe 600,000. I just think that Canelo doesn't have the right dance partner. Jermell Charlo is a great fighter, but he don't have a fan base outside of Houston. Outside of Houston, what he got? You know what I mean? So. I mean, that's just my take on it.
On any of that stuff is because, again, it's like there's so many factors that are involved with how pay-per-view works, and I don't even want to begin to start explaining that crap.
In your opinion, who do you think poses the biggest threat to Tank, Devin or Shakur?
Tank is that dude, man, and none of them dudes is fucking with Tank. And like me personally.
Now you heard what he said. He said, in your opinion, who do you think poses a bigger threat to Tank Davis? I think what he said, Shakur, Devin or Shakur. Let me see.
That are involved with how pay-per-view works, and I don't even want to begin to start explaining that crap.
In your opinion, who do you think poses the biggest threat to Tank, Devin or Shakur?
Tank is that dude, man, and none of them dudes is fucking with Tank. And like me personally, I respect them all, but y'all gonna see all this talk about that. It's the timing of these fights, and I can say this is that most of these people don't know nothing about the business of boxing. They really don't.
So he's talking about the timing of these fights. I'm going to break this shit down. So what he's saying is, a fight like Devin Haney or Shakur, the timing has to be right. Tank fighting Isaac Cruz or Mario Barrio, there's no factor in timing, right? Because you don't have to pay those guys nothing. Those guys are going to be happy just to get $250,000, $500,000, a whole head cheese sandwich, and a case of Coronas, right? He's not going to be able to sell, offer Devin Haney $500,000 and a Happy Meal, $700,000 and a box of Annihilators. He's not going to be able to do that to Shakur or Devin. So he's saying, hey man, the timing of these fights, yada yada yada, and he's going to say these are not big fights. Listen to this.
Fights that they think are big. What is considered big? I don't know what you guys consider big, but Tank's been making 8-figure money for a minute. Which is closer to being these fights. I respect them all, but y'all gonna see, man, and none of them dudes is fucking with Tank. And Tank is that dude, man, and none of them dudes is fucking with Tank. And like me personally, I respect them all, but y'all gonna see all this talk about that. It's the timing of these fights, and I can say this is that most of these people don't know nothing about the business of boxing. They really don't. Fights that they think are big. What is considered big? I don't know what you guys consider big, but Tank's been making 8-figure money for a minute.
So he said, what do you guys consider big? Is Isaac Cruz big? Is Mario Barrios big? Is Roland Romero big? Is Hector Garcia big? I'm just asking.
To being big enough to make it a big fight on their end, Devin or Shakur? No, I don't want to get into any of that. All these guys can fight. All these guys are good fighters. All of them can fight. But I'm just saying that Tank's gonna show you guys that he's better than everybody. He's gonna show you guys. He ain't gonna talk about it. He's gonna show you guys he's better than all these guys. And
so this is a question I have. Booger Ray Leonard say that Tank is that guy. Nothing wrong with that. He said Tank is going to show you guys that he's better than all of those guys. My question is when? We've been hearing that Tank is better than Shakur, better than Devin Haney. Oh, we hear all of that. Listen, I'm not even arguing any of that. If that's how Booger Ray feel, fine. My question is when is he gonna show us? I'm just asking a question. Now we do know that a lot of these fights ain't gonna happen until 4 or 5 years down the line. I make a prediction. We will see Tank against Devin Haney. We will see Tank against Shakur Stevenson. I just think that we'll get it. What is this? 2023, 24, 25, 26. Well, I think we might get that fight by 2026 or 2027. 3-4 years from now, we'll probably get that fight. After they let it marinate some more, about 3-4 years from now. Let's continue.
And again, it's like, it's different. And I can say this, it's different because everybody, and I'm not talking about them two, but you just hear it more so now in boxing. Everybody got all these sparring stories, you know, but when you get on them lights,
Speaking of sparring, Coach Calvin said that Tank would be the best fighter to help Ellerbe prepare for the rematch with Terrence Crawford. What's your thoughts on that?
I really don't have an opinion on that, Coach. If that's what Coach Calvin said, I respect his opinion. He's one of the top trainers in the sport.
Okay.
So that, you know, I don't have an opinion on that.
If Shakur and Haney are no match, then what's the biggest?
No, I did not. See, don't put words in my mouth. Did you hear me? Did you hear me say that?
Now you heard what the dude said. He said, if Shakur and Haney are no match, what say you? Booger Ray interrupted him. He said, I did not say that. I didn't put words in my mouth. This is what Booger Ray Leonard is saying. He's not saying that from a skill set standpoint, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are not as good as Tank Davis. That's not what he's saying. That's why he corrected the guy. What he's saying is, from a business standpoint, because Tank Davis is such a big draw at the box office, it doesn't make sense for him to fight those guys. Those guys are not on his level from a drawing power standpoint. Booger Ray is always talking about the business. So he's saying we won't see those fights. We won't see Shakur and Tank. We won't see Devin Haney and Tank because those guys are not a big enough draw. Tank is a megastar. So Shakur is going to have to work on his star power if he wants to fight Tank. But Esau Cruz don't have to worry about doing that.
True.
He's saying that Devin Haney is going to have to work on his star power to become a big enough draw for Tank so it can make sense. But guess what? Mario Barrios don't have to worry about doing that.
True.
So the low-level Mexican fighters, they don't have to worry about building up their profile. They don't have to worry about being a draw. Just be Mexican and show up and Viva Mexico and everything is good. But the other fighters that are non-Mexican, more melanated, those guys, those are not bigger fights. You know, that's not a big fight. And, you know, I mean, this is what kills me with Booger Ray Leonard. He talks like a politician. You tell me in one breath that anything that Tank Davis does, any fight he does is big, it's box office. Okay, fine. He fights Hector Garcia, box office. Fought Ryan Garcia. You saw what he did with Ryan. Yeah, we saw what he did with Ryan. Ryan Garcia was the second half of that equation. He fought Roland Romero. We broke the Barclays Center. We broke the Barclays record fighting Roland Romero. Okay. So you're telling me that Tank can fight anybody and he's box office, but he can't fight the other two, Devin Haney or the Shakur Stevenson, because it's not big enough? Are you telling me that Mario Barrios, like what the fuck does, you know, and he's saying that you gotta, hold on, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and play this. Cause he's saying in this interview, I think, he said they gotta bring something to the table. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is Mario Barrios, what the fuck is Esau Cruz brought to the table? What did Roland Romero bring to the table outside of a coloring book and some crayons? Literally. Let's go.
I didn't say that. I just no. I'm just saying that's my opinion,
So
and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yeah. So who would be the next biggest, like the biggest?
All those guys, those guys can fight. Those are good fighters. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you're saying, but I'm just saying that it's like this building becoming a superstar is a process. It's a process, man. I'm telling you, it's a process.
So did you hear what he said? He said this building to become a superstar is a process. So when it comes to Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they have to build them. They have to go through the process of making themselves a superstar in order to get a fight with Tank Davis. But Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia, Esau Cruz, Mario Barrios, and I'm going to exclude Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia is a superstar on social media, so we ought to know that was a lightning in the bottle. But outside of that, those guys don't have to become a superstar to fight Tank, but Devin Haney and Shakur has to become a superstar. Is that shit making sense to you? Like, that's the question I would have asked. Okay, why those two guys have to become a superstar? And whatever you determine what the definition of superstar is in order to get a fight with Tank, but a hog head cheese ain't got to become a superstar. Pork chop Willie ain't got to become a superstar. Shouty Big Nuts don't have to become a superstar. Hobo Sam don't have to become a superstar to get a fight with Tank. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, bro. Hold on. Maybe it's just me, fam. Hold on.
Leonard,
any
thoughts on this?
No, I'm just saying that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yeah. So who would be the next biggest, like the biggest?
All those guys, those guys can fight. Those are good fighters. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you're saying, but I'm just saying that it's like this building becoming a superstar is a process. It's a process, man. I'm telling you, it's a process. You don't all of a sudden just get to go. Tank is selling out shit everywhere, and you guys, not necessarily y'all saying that he ain't did this and he. Well, people coming to see him for a reason, and at the end of the day, you're running a business. And at the end of the day, it's like I don't think, and this is just my personal opinion, is that both of those fighters who you're talking about, they got outstanding teams. You know, smart people, managers, they all smart. And I don't think that it would be, this is just my opinion, is that people talking about a fight happening right now, I don't think that I wouldn't want to insult somebody. You know what I mean? From the business side, because.
Now, check this out. I don't know if y'all caught that. He say, you know, those guys have excellent teams. He's talking about Shakur Stevenson. Now, we do know, Booger Ray, you know about Shakur Stevenson's team. He got Jay Prince, his manager. We know about, we know you know Jay Prince all too well. You know him and his goons. We know that. True. But he said, I don't want to insult nobody. What does he mean by that, guys? I don't want to offer you guys Mario Barrios money because I'm not looking to offer you guys $3.5–4 million plus a big percentage on pay-per-view. I'm not looking to do that. I don't want to insult you guys. So we don't even want to make you no kind of offers because we don't want to insult you because we're not going to pay you. Basically, we're going to lowball you. We're going to pay you what we pay Mario Barrios. We're going to pay you what we pay Esau Cruz, Rolling with Mero. You ain't going to get no money from us. Unless you build yourself up to be a superstar. That's what he's saying. Let's go.
Because Tank's got to pay you what you weigh. He's got to pay you what you bring into the table. And I'm talking about the business. I ain't talking about belts and all that, because at the end of the day, Tank just showed you that if you're not fighting for a belt, that don't matter. People want to see, and it's like they gonna come.
Y'all check this out. Let's see this one more time.
Insult somebody. You know, smart. And I don't think that, and this is just my personal opinion, is that both of those fighters who you're talking about, they got outstanding teams. You know, smart people, managers, they all smart. And I don't think that it would be, this is just my opinion, is that people talking about a fight happening right now, I don't think that I wouldn't want to insult somebody. You know what I mean? From the business side, because Tank's got to pay you what you weigh. He's got to pay you what you bring to the table. And I'm talking about the business. I ain't talking about belts and all that, because at the end of the day, Tank just showed you that if you're not fighting for a belt, that don't matter. People want to see, and it's like they gonna come.
Didn't you show him rally interest?
So, make a long story short, let me explain this to you. As I said before, you won't see any fights with Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson until 4 or 5 years later on down the line. Tank is 29 years old. He'll probably be 33, 34 years old by the time you see those fights. That's it.
True, true, true.
Let's give everybody a round of applause. And if what you say, fam? You say they didn't want to insult Crawford. Remember? Yeah, that was Tim Smith. Tim Smith was like, yeah, we don't want to insult Crawford, and we don't want to insult a guy like Crawford. No, Crawford got everything he wanted. He got a chance to look at the books. He got a chance to see exactly. See, this is another thing you guys don't know. You guys don't understand why Crawford was able to get what he wanted in negotiations. He had a mean team that went back and renegotiated. Once he got Al Heyman out of the way and started working directly with Errol Spence, they got a chance to see Errol Spence's real pay-per-view numbers. They got a chance, they got the transparency that they wanted. That's why Crawford was able to get what he wanted from a financial standpoint. I'm gonna just say this. What was being floated out there to the pro PBC media? Oh, this guy sold this. He sold this. Pay-per-view, he did $375K. He did $380. He did this, he did that. Guess what? When the rubber hits the road and you get some transparency and you got a team that's able to pull them covers back, oh, no, that's what he really sold when he fought this guy? Oh, that's what he really sold when he fought this guy? Oh, that's what he really sold? So wait a minute. So it wasn't what was, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, yeah, is there any way we can, can I get this now? Oh, can I get that now? See, a lot of people didn't realize that. That transparency that he couldn't get, that Crawford couldn't get last year with Al. Remember them content creators? Who the hell Crawford think he is? Hollering about he want transparency. You ain't get transparency from Bob. Just take what they give you. If Al Heyman, anything you get from Al Heyman gonna be better than what you ever got from anybody else. Remember what them Nick Sack niggas was saying on YouTube?
True, true, true.
Remember that? Had he listened to the Nick Sack niggas, he would have got a pack of Annihilators, whole can cheese sandwich, 2 pork chop bones, a pot of chitlins, and a case of Coronas, $75, and have a nice day.
True, true, true.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This shit smoke and mirrors, dog. Smoke and mirrors. Anyways, let's give a shout out to everyone who gave a super chat, a cash app. It is what it is, man. Listen, I hate to tell it to you, man. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Harvey.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to T Seals, man, 2 times. Hey, okay. For dropping the cash outs, man. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everyone who gave a super chat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for real though. Shout out to Counterpunch Boxing News. Hey, okay. Shout out to Average BXN. Hey, okay. Shout out to Fotex. Hey, okay. Shout out to Shad 1419. Hey, okay. Shout out to Roberto Hernandez. Hey, okay. Shout out to JX88. Hey, okay. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Drew. Salute to you, my brother. Hey, okay. Shout out to Boxing Knowledge. Hey, okay. Shout out to DHP Junior. Salute. Hey, okay. Shout out to Ali Maddox. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rod. Hey, okay. Shout out to LRN. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jesus Garza. Hey, okay. Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. Hey, okay. I think that's it. Shout out to Get These Hands. Hey, okay. Shout out to Chick. Hey, okay. Shout out to Mr. Lemon. Hey, okay. Shout out to Raphael 32. Hey,
Okay.
Salute to everybody. Salute to you guys. Let's give a shout out to everyone who called the show. Shout out to D-Block 2 times.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Martin from Oakland.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Jamie from New York.
Hey.
2 times.
Okay.
Shout out to L from Kansas City 2 times.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Troy Graham from B-More 2 times.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Martin from Jersey.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to M1 from the BX.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Prince from West Texas.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Ralph from New York.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Rick, man. Shout out my main man Rick Tim from Houston, man. Southside stand up.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh from DC.
Hey. Okay.
And shout out to Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, but that's transparency, motherfucker, boy. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Do you remember? Do you guys remember? You guys remember when Errol Spence told Brian Custer this? Y'all remember this?
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. Was that?
Man, I was. When I
that
said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram.
Yeah.
What's going? But I was playing. Hey, man, nobody taking no 80-20, 70-30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing. Like I wasn't serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
Hey, man, we got a fight coming up. This weekend, man. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell the Hitman Charlo. And also, Iron Man Charlo. And also, Booger Ray Leonard confirmed that Tank Davis will be back next year. He'll be back next year. Those other fights that we got to wait on 4 or 5 years from now, we will get those fights with Devin Haney and stuff like that. Until then, we just gonna sit back and celebrate.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. How much fun?
Hey, man, it is what it is.
True.
It is what it is.
Throwing that loosey-goosey all over, it's going to get messy like that.
You know, that's all I'm saying, man. That loosey-goosey is going to get messy. You get what I'm saying?
Can a nigga borrow a French fry? And my first thought wasn't, oh my God, he said the word, the N-word. It was, now how is a nigga gonna borrow a fry? Nigga, is you gonna give it back?
Oh, cream corn ass.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Hey, they said when you sign that death row contract, ain't no need to coming back to Suge Knight. How about you want to renegotiate?
Who you think he is, DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
When you get them death row contracts, man, it is what it is, man. You feel me? Shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it
we say, man, you ain't gotta like it, man, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
And before we go, you know we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, according to some, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And shout out to everybody who was here watching the show. If you was hate, oh yeah, what the whole nigga name E-Money called? What he called me, a coon again? He said I was a coon. Well, that young nigga there, he's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug, so it is what it is. That young nigga there needs some help. But anyways, to that whole ass nigga E-Money, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Now remember, Booger Ray said that, hey man, those are not big fights. So I hope that answered everyone's question. We know don't need, actually when Tank gonna fight these guys, he's not gonna fight them. I told you 3-4 years. He's 29. He'll be 34 next 5 years. So but between 33 and 34, so we're talking about 2027, 2028, somewhere around there. I think we'll get those fights. But Booger Ray, please stop all that nigga-splaining when people ask you questions.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Let's give a shout out to all the tenderonis and honey dips and PYTs. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Lisa Bells. Shout out to Passion for Beauty. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Sheila E. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Nick Rich. You know what? Shout out to Food Revolution as well. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Fee on the Tube. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Ebony 76. Shout out to Mimi 24. And shout out to Miss Connie, man. We got the vintage Miss Connie, man. Shout out to Miss Connie. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Once again, it's on as our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. You know what, man? We gotta, we're gonna have a good one, man. I'm gonna have to come up with a new theme song. But right now, I did see the Mariachi band playing. It seemed like that the fix is in. Jermell Charlo, it might be, boy, I don't know, man. Bro, I'm telling you, I got to go with my gut on this one here, fam. I can't go by what I want to happen. I have to go by, like, really, really how I, just pretty much how I see it. Like, man, you know what, man? I don't know. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, man, shout out to The Natural. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to Tommy Guns, Con Shonery, Schoolo X-Man, Corey Bradley, Mike the Mobile Mechanic, OG Juan Carlo. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to Weedy. Salute to Brady 12, Knockdown 305, T-Seals ATL. Who else we have in the building? OP Gamer, salute. Swat Jones in the building. Swift 718. Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to Jason Phillips. Salute to Tommy Guns. Who else I'm missing? Shout out to Eric Gomez, Bomb Squad. To this day. Really though.
True.
Shout out to Robin V. And I think that's it. I think I got everybody, man. Shout out to Kendall Price. Salute, fam. It is what it is. Once again, it's on. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We're going to have a fire show tomorrow. And Fridays, not only tend to run Fridays, but Friday we make our predictions. Sign up for the newsletter. I didn't send one out today because I was late. But sign up for the newsletter. You will receive an email or a text message from me letting you know when I'm going live and when I drop a new video. And my script is finished. We will be doing casting calls for the movie. There's a couple of people in the chat that I really would like to have in the movie who I would like to audition for the movie. This movie is funny as hell. It's hilarious. It's a comedy. It's going to be funny from the beginning of the movie all the way to the end. I can promise you that. And it's a couple of people in the chat that I'm looking to get. I know Coach Eddie, one of them. But you know, people got to know their lines. They got to be good. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.